face off, now the time is here. Mix them up as you're changing it on the fly. Hit checks and tricks are gonna make them cheer. Got the blocks start to chirp and riding high. Now it's time for action tonight's gonna burn this bar right up. Slap shot will light the lamp so nice. Let's go for a breakaway on the chase to raise the cup. We'll be standing on our heads till we meet them at center ice. Hockey is back, Jack. Hockey is back, Jack. Hockey is back, Jack, baby, and we'll meet you at center ice.
Today feels like a fun day. I know it's been fun all week, but today especially feels like a fun day. We have a challenge happening right now.
Number 2.
Chris Cote's got to eat 99 chicken nuggets before the end of the show.
Has to attempt to. It's a gray line.
Well, how do we judge attempting?
Right now, you're looking at it.
He's doing it.
If it's an authentic effort, like we'll see. We don't want Chris throwing off on camera.
Effort. Yes. What does this come to?
Well, we will.
What does this come to? Billy ate an onion and went to the hospital for 3 days.
Well,
and we're attempting.
Just when I thought it couldn't get worse. It's Zoran's Miami. Christ Almighty.
Respectfully speaking, Billy didn't want to eat the onion.
He was forced to, which is the point. He needs to be forced.
Do you think you got to force him to eat?
We have a Chris Cote counter, by the way, up in the corner.
But here's the thing about Chris. I know this about Chris, okay? I've spent a lot of time with Chris. Me and him have broken a lot of bread together. He's a big guy, okay? But he doesn't eat that much.
For real?
He's a guy that eats very, very small.
I do all my real eating in hiding.
Yeah, like
when I'm in
the
public.
drive-thru.
When I'm in public, you look at me, you're like, "That's a normal.
Yeah.
He eats normal."
His caloric intake inside the car is astronomical.
Oh man, it's gross. You should see the in between my seats.
Oh yeah, the fry carcasses.
I took a ride with him. There was an entire cheesy gordita.
Every
crunch.
once in a while, I'll just do a gander down there, and it's just a. Ugh.
That's
when I know I need my car clean.
Chris's car has a whole fast food service thing, like
got a menu,
like Richie Rich.
Yeah.
It's like just right there in the car. It's like, "Hello, Mr. Cote. What do you have today?" The usual.
I reached back to get the seatbelt, and it was just a Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Are you doing any dipping?
Yeah.
I'm starting with ranch. They don't have Polynesian. We are not prepared for
Oh,
this.
What?
Wow.
We can't.
Where would they get that from?
I can't work
Crystal
like. I can't work like this.
Tariffs.
I want to point out something that probably isn't going to tickle that many people, but it tickles us. So yesterday, there were actually nuggets in the building. Said, hey, we're going to pack these up and save them for Chris for tomorrow for his big challenge. And as they put them in the fridge, there was a conversation. Should there be a note placed upon it saying, Gino, do not eat these? Because Gino Fuentes is notorious.
Oh, he's a fridge thief?
He's notorious. Notorious. At the lunch, whenever the lunch isn't finished, you ever wonder why there aren't any leftovers in the fridge the next day?
Yeah, I do wonder, like, who takes the leftovers?
Gino Fuentes.
Wow, you're outing my boy heavy right now.
I am, but I'm here to defend him because, of course, no note was left, and of course, the nuggets were eaten, and everyone said, Gino, and I said, nope, this is like saying there was a shark attack. You guys went in the water,
You knew what it was when you went in.
Shark did shark things.
Look, Billy said watch out for Gino for a reason.
Well, certainly around food. That's a non-negotiable one right there. You have to watch out around Gino when it comes to
I'm
food.
happy now. I got my fried nuggets here. I got some chick.
Okay.
Oh, no, this is not Polynesian. This is Chick-fil-A, so I can't work like this.
Yeah, no.
Chris doesn't like Chick-fil-A sauce.
I don't.
Neither do I.
Who
Really?
does?
It's all right.
I do.
It's okay.
To me, it's combining two unnecessary condiments. I'm not a big honey mustard guy, not a big barbecue guy.
Oh, honey mustard, come on.
Yeah, not for me, Flav.
Okay. Throwback.
Mike, thoughts on the revelation of the college football playoff rankings version 1.0?
Do you want the national perspective or the homerific Miami one?
It's local hour, baby. You know what I want.
So I'm actually fine with where Miami is ranked, although in the top 25 you have a handful of teams that have the same record as another team that they played head-to-head, and in every case but one, the team that won the head-to-head matchup was ranked over the team that lost.
What was the one?
Miami Notre Dame.
Oh.
Now, I actually think that there was encouraging messaging from the committee. They said that they need to see a more consistent Miami. The good news for Miami is there's a month left in the season, and they can't lose another game. It's pointless right now to have these conversations about comparing resume. Not pointless. I mean, it's good water cooler talk, but if Miami doesn't go 4-0, they don't belong in the discussion, period. Full stop. That being said, it's a little confusing, but I do think that if Miami puts together clean football for a month, they'll be in that discussion. Right now, over the last month, because you got to include a bye week there, Miami has played well for 2 quarters. That's what the CFP has seen recently, and they're taking the recent stuff into account.
Let me ask you something. If the Canes win their final 4 games, does that jump you 7 spots? Because that's what the Canes need. They need to jump 7 spots.
College football is wacky, but I do think that – do you see Notre Dame falling in the rankings?
No.
I only see them climbing.
Only climbing.
I mean, they have a tough game against Pitt, a common opponent that Miami will close the season with.
And Pitt plays Georgia Tech as well.
That's
Pitt,
a huge
3
game.
straight weeks.
Yeah.
Pitt is playing against teams that
Georgia
are trying
Tech's,
to.
yeah. I think Pitt's got 3 ranked opponents to close the year. Georgia Tech has a couple of big games. One
So as a
against
Canes
Pitt.
fan, you're rooting for Pitt here.
I actually think Notre Dame winning isn't all that bad. If Notre Dame wins out, they're going to be
No,
like,
I
in
mean, like
contention
you're
for the
rooting
top
for
4.
Pitt to get wins. You want them to knock off Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
You want the Canes to eventually beat Pitt in the final game where it's like, okay, this is a good win.
I think the committee has told you they actually value head-to-head matchups. The one example is Miami, but if Miami puts together a month of clean football in which they have a good, solid point differential, I think they'll be in that discussion. I really do. They were in that discussion last year without the resume that they have this year, without the defense that they have this year.
Yeah, but like, what were the Canes going into that last week where they lost to Syracuse? What were they ranked?
I think they were certainly in CFP position.
Right. So, I mean, that's a major difference.
Yeah, but look, they're 18 right now. You need to get inside the top 11. I think that can happen. People, look what happened with Texas. I told you guys on the air a month and a half ago. They're already pouring dirt on Texas's grave. Watch this SEC.
If you're going to
work.
lose early.
Watch
That's
this
what you're
SEC
saying.
work. They're talking out of both sides of their mouth, too, because it matters what you've done recently. Now, Texas hasn't lost recently, but they went to overtime against Mississippi State. They barely got over the line against Kentucky. They almost blew it against Vanderbilt. They're going to help these SEC teams, and we'll fight that propaganda fight, but Mario and company need to do their job. I feel pretty good about Miami's argument once it gets to that point. Also, national perspective, don't understand the Oregon thing. Their best win is against Northwestern. They're doing the exact same shit that they did last year with Mizzou in ranking Tennessee. Tennessee's best win is against Mississippi State. They have no business being ranked. They are only ranked number 25, so 3 teams can say they have a ranked victory, and it's Tennessee. This is how it works. But I'm encouraged because a lot of people, I love the national narrative and I love the discourse. A lot of people are seizing on, hey, this doesn't make sense. These 2 teams played. That should matter. So you got a month to play good football. I like where Miami's at.
I think the tough part for Canes fans is that you don't control your own destiny, right? You're hoping that things happen ahead of you, and you're like, oh, man.
Hoping a
Pitt,
lot of
hopefully
things
Pitt
happen.
can beat somebody. Hopefully the Canes can beat Pitt. Hopefully Virginia Tech can upset somebody somewhere. And it's like,
I think
that's
it'll
the
all
part
work out.
that sucks.
I think it'll all work out. It's college football.
What's
It's
pretty funny is, like, what happens if Pitt just wins all those games? Because then they'd be a 2-loss team with wins over Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, and Miami in their last 3 weeks.
Well, what happens is
If they win all those games, they'd play Virginia in the ACC Championship, right?
well, fellas, Miami closes the season with Pitt.
no, but I'm saying
if they win,
they beat
they
Miami.
have
Well,
3 games
well,
left, and
well-
they're all they're Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, Miami. If they
Well, then-
somehow pull off an upset of all 3, like we're rooting for Pitt right now, but they might just be the team that's sort of the sleeping giant in this entire scenario. They only have 2 losses, and one of them's in overtime.
And the CFP argument would be they're a totally different team after they made the quarterback change, too.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, do we want Notre Dame to lose to Pitt?
I think the argument to be made is you want Notre Dame to keep winning, and I know I'm in the minority. A lot of people think that you want Pitt to keep winning to set up a big important game at the end of the season. I think you call checkmate on the CFP committee, and they've kind of tipped their hand with how they value head-to-heads everywhere else. And their own words is they need to see a more consistent Miami. Thankfully, you have a month to show them. So you put yourself in that position, and you dare them to do what they did a month prior, which is rank Notre Dame ahead of Miami.
So if we're talking about how much they value head-to-heads, all right, how much does head-to-head weigh up against what you looked like in the beginning of the season versus what you look like now.
But now is not what the end of the season looks like. Look at what a month did to Texas. They were dead in the water. A national punchline. They didn't even have to look good in these games. They beat an injured John Mateer and barely made it out against the likes of historical punchlines in the SEC, Kentucky, Mississippi State, and Vanderbilt. They almost blew that
Mississippi
game.
State, sneaky decent.
Yeah, well, Georgia's going to find out. Georgia's going to find out and traveling to Stark Vegas this week. No, Mississippi State is a tough team. It's not easy, but they're not a blue blood in the SEC. I think a lot can happen in a month. A month is a very long time. November is historically wacky in this sport. I think if Miami puts itself in position to go 4-0, look good in those games, they'll be undeniable if Notre Dame keeps winning. And I know more people think that Pitt keeping on winning and setting up a clash against Miami will matter. And then we'll do that whole thing where Miami's win against Pittsburgh isn't that impressive because they'll drag Pittsburgh down. So I don't even want to be in that scenario. I think your best path is Notre Dame looking like the best team in the country and you having that win under your cap.
Yo, Chris don't look so hot right now.
I'm not going to lie. I thought these Nuggets were going to be smaller.
You should go 2 at a time.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to.
Well, that was my plan.
Yeah.
In my mind, these Nuggets were half these size.
If you weren't listening to the during the Shadow Show,
He is not looking good.
yeah, Chris said his wife and his mom both expressed concern about this challenge.
I'm cooking right now. 14 in.
That's a pretty good.
Yeah, but like your eyes are watering.
Oh, no.
a bit.
I'm already knowing that I'm going to hate all of today.
Did they get you the Polynesian sauce?
No, but I don't even know if I want it at this point. I think I'm about to ditch the ranch.
Have you considered, doing the Nathan's hot dog eating move where you
Dunk it
Dunk
in
in the water?
Don't do that. Don't do
I'm
that.
not
do
there
that.
yet. I'm
'Cause
not there yet.
We're not that desperate.
And also, that's more about speed more than number. That's about like I need to get all of these in now in the shortest amount of time rather
Okay,
than.
yeah, I think you're
Also,
right.
I see
It's
the
a marathon.
chat filling up here with
Yeah.
it should be a group effort with everyone in the room.
What?
It's his punishment.
I see
What?
that it's
I
like
snuck a couple-
comment after comment. It's like
He does not have the YouTube channel.
Don't get me
Sure
wrong.
doesn't. Liar.
I would.
You
I
have
would
to
love-
go
Come
there.
in here and get some.
comment
Yeah,
after
go on.
comment. I'm looking at it right here.
I would love to partake, but I don't want to ruin the integrity of the challenge here.
No, Chris to do that.
All right, we'll keep going here.
Here are all the head-to-head matchups inside the CFP,
Uh-huh.
where the committee got it right. Alabama is at number 4. They're ahead of number 5, Georgia. Why? Because they beat Georgia. Number 5, Georgia is ahead of number 6, Ole Miss. Why? Because they beat Ole Miss. Number 11, Texas is ahead of number 12, Oklahoma. Why? They beat Oklahoma. USC, number 19, ahead of number 21, Michigan. They have a head-to-head victory. Michigan is ahead of Washington because they beat Washington. Miami is 8 spots behind Notre Dame. They are the lone outlier.
Look, I'm for Miami. Okay, like I want them in. Let's make that abundantly clear. But all of those examples you just gave, like Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, and the team that won is ahead of them. Those teams are all playing well right now. Notre Dame's playing well. The Canes are not.
Exactly.
And hence they're 8 spots apart.
Zagag, which is why Miami needs to play well for a month to be in this argument, because I think Miami is properly ranked right now.
I think so too.
If this is the end of the season, you can throw your arms up and say, why doesn't the head-to-head matter? It's what you're going off right now. The committee themselves said they need to see a more consistent Miami for us to entertain that discussion. Give them that reason to entertain that discussion. They'll be fine. The hardest thing that Miami has in front of them, because we can talk about permutations and how the propaganda machine works for the Big Ten and the SEC and how the hell is Oregon ranked number 9, none of that matters. The hardest thing for Miami to do is bounce back from the loss at SMU and run the table the rest of the way. If they do that, I feel good. That is a huge mountain for them to climb.
And we know we can trust the committee because they took off their hats and put it on that hat rack.
Yes, they're crispy white hats that they were given as they walked into the facility just for the photo op.
Somebody asked yesterday, how do you know whose hat is who? Because they're not taking any of those hats home. The hat stayed on the rack. They left.
What do you guys think about this strategy? I go ham on the chicken for this first local hour.
Like actual ham?
I take Big Suey
That's what I was thinking.
off. And
Oh,
rest.
You can't take it
Well,
off.
And
What
at
would
hour
it-
1, we go back at it.
Well, what
Honey
would go
baked.
in ham? Like, what would your goal then be by the end
I
of
get
the
to
local
30.
hour?
30.
I
You
got
got
then
22
you have,
minutes.
So then you
Yeah.
have to do. Okay, so then you're saying you did 30 the first half of the day,
Yes.
and then you want to do 60 the second half. You have no chance.
No.
Well, I'm just trying to put a good effort
You're
in here.
pacing
I-
well.
You're pacing. You're
You're at
doing
16.
good. You're doing good.
But I don't know if I can keep this pace.
Why not?
We have to figure out at some point in this show what will qualify as completing the challenge
40.
while also coming
99.
short. No.
99. That's the punishment. It's not like have Chris eat lunch early. It's a punishment for losing at the Dentech bucket.
I got
It needs to be 51%.
I gotta ask this
That
question.
is such an out 51%.
It's a weak effort.
That is weak.
Let me ask the question.
Sucker.
Braun Strowman.
That
yesterday-
would make you a sucker.
That would make him a
Hold on.
sucker, right?
Hold on. Braun Strowman yesterday, we asked him, do you have any advice for Chris? And he talked about fasting, and he talked about drinking water.
I did drink a bunch of water this morning.
Okay.
And then I peed when I got in. I felt like my stomach was wide open.
Did you fast at all yesterday?
No.
You had dinner.
I heard that the fasting thing was not like I saw it in the comments.
Yeah, I don't
was
think
like,
that
you shouldn't do
helps.
The
that.
comments, as a guy who's doing it, Michael Jordan is giving you insights to excellence, and you're going to say no? Let me listen to the
So
comments?
many times in my life, I'm always like, I am so hungry, I'm going to eat a house. And then you eat, like when you're that hungry, you don't eat as much.
Yeah.
Why are we doing 99, by the way?
It's because of Joey Chestnut. This all came from Joey Chestnut ate 99 nuggets, I believe, at a baseball game in the span of 10 minutes. And so we added the Joey Chestnut challenge, but it's a challenge. Like, this is where we will all need to determine where I actually like our ruling on 51. It gets him to 51 nuggets over the course of a
then
few
he's
hours.
only doing half of the
That's
punishment.
It's a ridiculous challenge that nobody could do.
The whole
Well,
point
Joey
is that
Chestnut
nobody
did
can
it.
do
Well,
it.
Joey Chestnut
Yeah,
did
but
it.
it's Joey
Did it in
Chestnut.
10 minutes.
So no, nobody could do
I'll
it.
tell you, I think I have the answer.
Yeah?
All right, and I think the timing is appropriate here. This is a committee right here.
Ah.
This is a
hold on.
committee.
You are
Hold
a
on.
judge.
Hold on. Can we get a hat rack in here?
This is a committee. And if we get to a place where the committee decides that an acceptable effort has been made to achieve the goal, then I think you're good.
An update on the challenge for Joey Chestnut. So he was challenged to do a 99 in 9, so 99 nuggets in 9
9
innings.
innings, yeah.
He ate 275.
Okay.
What a show off.
Damn.
99 in 10 minutes.
Damn.
You guys are making me have less energy for this. If I think that if I put in a great effort, I eat 65.
Okay, but
and
65
you're telling me
is
I
not
gotta
51.
you're telling me I gotta do the
Chris.
next week? Like that's horse.
Chris, you're Miami Hurricanes football right now, right? The only thing you can do is win out.
That's
and
horse.
hope the committee sees kindly on your most recent escapades. But complaining about it like certain people, that ain't gonna help. You just gotta go out there and win, baby. By the way, have we ever had the 999 challenge as one of the
We should do
punishments?
that as a punishment.
I
Yeah, we
wanted
can
to
do
do it, man.
What is that?
It's you go to a baseball game and you have 9 hot dogs.
Baseball's not happening right now.
When it was happening, you see everything.
9 hot dogs.
Winter ball.
And 9 beers.
Oof.
Over the course of 9 innings.
No way.
So it's
That's
a
vomit,
dog
no
and a
doubt.
beer. A dog and a
But
beer.
99 nuggets this morning.
No one said it's got to be the tall boy beer, right? No one's got to say
It's
it's
a
got to be a
12-ounce
Dodger
can, yep.
dog, a regular hot dog, and a regular beer. One per
Automatic
inning.
vomit.
How many innings do you think you get into?
So essentially 1 per inning, one
Yeah.
of each per inning.
How many innings?
4.
4? Come on.
You're going 4
I'm
beers,
not
4
gonna-
dogs.
Dude,
Beer like sits in my stomach.
Yeah.
A beer's
sits in everybody's
really
stomach.
heavy for me. That's why I drink the brown stuff. That's how I got
Okay.
this hair on my chest.
My man.
You got hair on that chest?
No, I got hair on this chest. I'll show you later.
I love the way we improv here, man.
It's a co-rack.
But-
Look, it's not
Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah, that works.
It'll work.
Yeah, that
Yeah, you
works.
get 4 hats on that.
Okay. here we go,
Unless your hat
guys.
is fitted.
Man, I am just searching this for like the smallest nuggets. I
Chris,
can
what you
find.
need to do, a little advice, you need to swap, right? You need to go 1 fried nugget, 1 grilled nugget, 1 fried nugget,
Okay.
1 grilled nugget, 2 fried nuggets, 1 grilled nugget.
Okay.
Balance
Make your
out the palate.
Yeah, make it enjoy what you're eating.
Oh yeah, enjoy it.
All right, guys.
Enjoy these.
Everyone, come put your hats on this thing. Not
I don't
Chris-
take my hat off.
No, you're not
Oh, yeah.
because you're Miami.
Why doesn't he
Hurricane
take his hat off?
He can't. He's not the
My
committee.
belly button and my hat. Yeah, that's not coming off.
What?
That's the thing. Well, there's 2 things I never give up: my
show
belly
you-
button and my hat.
I'll show you anything else.
Everyone, put your hats in. Come on, go ahead. We're going to be
this is
impartial
just-
with this.
Oh, okay.
This is the show that we're going to judge you.
Who are my guys
impartially.
I can trust here? Jeremy's in my
Wait,
pocket.
hold on. Are you turning it to your dad? I need your
Jeremy's
support.
in my pocket for sure. Roy, I feel like will have pity on me. So I just need 1 more vote. I need 3.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hats here. 6 votes.
So I need 3. If I tie, I win.
Probably should have a.
I need
Tie-
4.
tie does
I
not
need,
go to the
I need
runner.
4 to go against me to lose.
Well, it should be an odd number. Should be 7.
Saz, you're bald?
You're bald.
Yes, I'm bald. I choose to be bald.
What? Hold
It's
on.
really nice out there.
So-
All right, Kristen can vote also.
No, it's this room right here.
It's got to be someone
2,
with a hat.
4, 6, 7 people. That's who you're voting on right now.
Well, no. If we give him a vote, then he's going to vote for himself.
No, there's a dog
Ethan's
in here.
dog's in here.
That's why I said
she has a
7.
vote.
The dog doesn't have a hat. You got to have a hat. How else will we know you're impartial? We've got to find a 7th person with a hat. Maybe it's Gino. We get
I can't do
Gino.
Gino.
You can't trust Gino.
Guy's like the Hamburglar. The Nugget burglar.
This is what I want to do. We're going to do this secret ballot style, but not one vote. We're going to do multiple rounds of this. So I want everybody to write on a piece of paper, not you, Chris, how many constitutes Chris completing the challenge.
I should get a vote. I'm in this
You don't
room.
get a vote. You don't get a vote. You're not in the room.
You want to vote? You take off the hat.
Take off the hat.
And will we then average it out based on what everyone writes
Ooh,
down?
I like that.
We
Jeremy Roy, help me out. Let's go.
we don't average it out. We go one round, and then we have a discussion, and then we have another round of voting.
Like a committee.
Yes, like a committee.
Or should it be like whichever number gets the most votes? So if people duplicate a number,
Yeah.
then you
that's
can
tough, though.
eliminate
That's tough.
Only
from there.
I think the average is probably better.
average is
I
crazy.
like talking it out and then having a final vote after
true.
that. So for now, just give me a number. Don't confer with one another. What number you're going to put on that sheet?
14.
Just,
Who was that?
so bad. Just put it on
You
the sheet.
are your father's son.
Fold it up and bring it on back.
Nuggets are so big. I swear they're messing with me here. They double battered them or something.
Double battered? No, they're not.
don't
That
know,
can
man.
see. Whenever you can
Double
see
battered.
the flesh.
If I take a, never mind. I was gonna say if I bite it in half, does that count as 2? That's
The-
not how this
No,
works.
it counts as
the
half.
smoking reduces appetite, right? It
This is
doesn't.
going to be 21.
Cigarettes, yes.
Yeah, that's So, cigarettes.
Black and
thank
mild
you.
cigarettes, anything like that.
That'll make you eat less, right?
Well, we were talking about fasting. Like, the trick is to expand your stomach, not to contract it. So
Actively
fast don't
averaging
work.
a nugget a minute.
That's a pretty
That's
good
pretty good.
clip, man.
I'm already hating life,
That's
guys.
what I'm saying. That'll fall off a cliff pretty quickly.
Well, you just got to stay in that mode.
He just said he wants to take all of Big Suey off.
Yeah, that would be a
That's
bad
strategy.
If you do that,
Is
that's
it?
horrible strategy.
I could take a step outside.
Do we have those
Recharge
votes
the
in?
batteries.
Can
You
someone
want me to collect ballots?
can someone from outside the room come collect the ballots so to
don't
ensure the
trust Mike.
security? Ernst and Young over here. We don't.
Pace is making me want to change.
Remember,
my number,
these are
actually.
anonymous
Love how
votes.
small this is. Found a small one. Beautiful.
Speaking of smoking cigarettes, Tony, you got a top 5 jobs you can smoke a cigarette at?
Oh, guys, at the Flanagans, it made me think of a great pastime of being able to smoke wherever you wanted, right?
A
Because
cig break.
a cig break, right? Used to be able to like just go light up wherever you wanted. Didn't
The
matter
break
where
used to
it
be
was.
in the break room. You go to like where the coffee and the fridge is, and you just light up right there. It's
And
just
it's
a
like,
haze of smoke. Then they changed the rules. You got to go outside. So it turned to right outside the front door of the building. That's where everyone was at.
And now they got a smoking section further down.
further away because people were complaining. I walked to the door and it's smoky here. Now it's all the way over there.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Number 5, long haul trucker.
Oh yeah. You on?
That guy's just smoking in the car.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he doesn't. They don't.
They got a great job. You just put the window down, light up, and
Not in
just
the car.
cruise, baby.
Not in the cab.
That's not a cigarette break.
Gotta put it on
because
there.
he's working.
Yeah.
While doing.
Well, no, the top 5 is top 5 jobs you can smoke a
can
cigarette
smoke a
at.
Yep.
Oh, while doing. Okay,
Yep.
sorry.
So long haul trucker, number 5. Number 4, line cook.
Oh, of course.
That's disgusting.
That's how
It's
you know
disgusting. Do you
The
think
bear.
it's not happening?
it's made with
They
love.
step outside. They
No, they
step
don't.
right outside the door. I've worked at these restaurants, guys. The back door, it's always kind of, it stays open, but it has one of those, like, what's the thing? You know what
A
I'm talking
door?
about.
A door?
At the restaurants.
Like a saloon door?
No,
Or
at the
what do you-
restaurants.
Oh, the
they have,
in-out door?
It's like the plastic that, like, covers the doorway that they can,
Like
like.
the sheets of plastic that you can
You guys
go
haven't
into?
worked at restaurants.
curtain?
You guys haven't
I
worked
have a
at
sneaking
restaurants.
suspicion Chris is trying to overcome 2 different obstacles.
You guys,
Maybe performance enhancers?
PED.
you guys haven't worked at restaurants. You guys haven't worked at
Number
restaurants.
3, Tony.
Shit's kicking in, huh, bud?
That's why the eyes were watery.
I
More
told you,
water for him.
2's too much, man.
Number 3, a security guard. At a bar, like a security guard, some sort of like
Bouncer?
doorman, bouncer, just rip a cig no matter what.
Yeah.
Just be out there. It's your ID. Let me see. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with it. I've seen
Little,
it.
little 20 underneath the ID. Yeah.
There you go. You're good.
What happened at Moe's back in the Grove? R.I.P. Moe's, by the way.
Moose juice. It's a different
No,
Moe's.
good.
You don't.
Again, Broward guys don't get it.
Lauderdale County, possibly.
I apologize.
Number 2, Tony.
Number 2,
Ray Charles over here.
radio producer.
Oh, smoke break with
He
Mikey
had to
C.
go out and take a smoke break. No, it's not. It's
What?
not.
'Cause
You
it-
couldn't
back in
smoke
the day,
you can't
guys-
smoke in these studios.
Guys, back in the day, you could.
Do you know how flammable the reels were?
Back in the
back
day.
in the day,
Oh,
you
yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah.
Cooks are not smoking over the food.
Mikey C produces my campus tour show.
Does
Yeah,
he?
he does.
Saturday night.
Let's go. That man has a penchant.
Tell him we
You
said
got to bring
hello.
back
I will.
smoke break.
He loves
Is
everybody
he still
here.
working out?
He loves everybody here.
Does he still
He
have
looked good for a
Is he
while.
jacked right
remember?
now?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's in Bristol. I'm where I am. I don't know.
Does he still have that lump on his head?
I don't know.
doesn't see him.
I haven't
He's-
asked him about the
he's on-
lump, but he runs the board for me every Saturday morning.
Tony, the number 1 job you can smoke a cig.
Construction worker.
Oh,
You're just out there plowing away.
with the jackhammer.
Just but you got it outside, and
Yep.
it's like also ashing the cigarette as you hit the jackhammer too. And it
Question
falls
for
off.
you. Missing from your list. Police detective. Show up on the scene. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
you already
This is
light
the
one
third
up.
one this week. They light it up.
You're right. I
When
also
they're
miss,
typing up their reports,
I also
too.
miss doctor too.
Oh, doctor.
Doctors use how many times you see at the hospital you pass by and there's doctors smoking outside.
That's
and
a
you're like,
break, though. Not while they're
Doctor
working.
used to be smoking in the office. When you
Thank you.
sit down, it's like, it's terminal cancer.
Exactly.
You'd be
Amin
smoking
gets
right
it.
there,
Why
man.
do you not get it?
What could it
pipe.
be? No clue.
Above my pay grade, I got to put you on a specialist.
I got to send you to the specialist. I love it, man. No, man, it's funny. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. And yet there is a nostalgia that I feel about like
The haze of the smoke.
haze. You used to go into a bar.
Did you feel you were missing out when everyone's like, "Hey, you want to go get a cig?"
No, well, not really, but it was more so, Zaz. I remember when you go to a bar and you open that door and it was just like a fog and you really couldn't see. Are there a lot of people in here? Not so many people. How many girls? How many guys? Like you couldn't tell because the smoke made everything mysterious. And then you got to the bar and then you turned around like, oh, didn't know you were there. And you strike up a conversation. Now I open the door, boom, I see everything. The mystery's been removed.
I don't know, man. I don't remember walking into places and I couldn't see anyone because of the cigarette
You weren't at the
smoke.
right place.
Come on, man.
Oh, well, I bartender back in the day. By the way.
Bartender, yeah. Love a bartender.
What do you want?
That never happened. Like
A
at the
bartender
bar,
smoking a cigarette?
they
All the
might
time.
take a cigarette break.
No.
They're not at the What bar are you guys going to where they're like, "What can I get you?"
Ash in your drinks.
How about a guy playing slide guitar for a band at a bar?
Yep. Band
Cover
member
band?
for sure.
Yeah,
That
cover
can still
band,
happen.
Yep.
Good answer,
Good answer.
Jeremy.
Show me slide guitar player.
Bum, bum, ba-da.
By the way,
man.
going back to grilled, mistake. I'm done with these.
Grills-
Once you get into the
But
fried
you
space,
can't be done with them though. You need them because there's not enough fried ones.
I
so
just
you have
ate
to
one
eat
that
grilled
I
ones.
just ate one where I had the feeling of, is this fully cooked?
Gino's going to have to pay for more nuggets, right?
Guys,
Chris is definitely slowing down. His posture has changed.
I don't like this.
And he's got sunglasses on.
guys, I have 5 votes in front of me, even though there should have been 6 plus mine. Oh, you didn't give me your vote.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
Okay,
write
you
your
want me to
vote
write
down.
it down?
Yeah,
or
write,
okay.
write it down, please.
Just say it.
Give me some.
No. We're doing this the right way. What are you doing? Just say it, he said. We're going to delay the update on the vote for a second because I do want to talk to
How
Jeremy.
many Chris's do we need on video, guys? We got it. Again,
do
that's the preview.
Yeah, that's the preview. Yeah. Yeah, that's why you got the sunglasses.
Oh, boy. How many MGs? Be real.
20.
You got 2 of those?
Wow.
Fuentes was like, just one. I'm like, get out of here, you child.
Oh, my God. Tony, All-Star Weekend.
It happens, buddy.
I'm having flashbacks. So, Jeremy, I want to talk to you about yesterday's Bulls versus Sixers game. Great game. Came down to the wire. Nikola Vucevic hits a game winner, right, from the corner. And
Russian.
we get this, the Russian. We get the call from Stacey King, who does a great job with Adam Amin on the local call for the Bulls. But on the call, Stacey King to express. Oh, do we have it? Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
The grizzled veteran steps up and hits the biggest shot of the season. Oh, my goodness. Elizabeth, I'm coming again, Elizabeth. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's the big one, Elizabeth. The Cardiac Bulls.
I'm sorry, he was doing what?
That call.
Wow, Roy.
That's Stacey King. Roy, are you? Wait, hold on, because Jeremy did not get the reference.
I didn't
Roy,
get the reference.
You
Oh,
got
Sanford and Son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sanford
It's
and
just
Son.
that there's a couple of words missing.
You think Roy's not going to get a reference?
I like that. I like that he doesn't get the reference because it's not a perfect reference with every single word.
You never.
I didn't know that reference.
Did you know Sanford and Son existed?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But I
You
did
didn't
not
watch Sanford Son?
No. I'm
What you know
30.
about that Red Fox?
So I didn't know the reference. And so when I first heard the audio, I realized once he said the cardiac bulls that clearly this was a reference to
something.
I guess, having a heart attack. But when you first listen to that sound, if you are a young person or someone who did not keep up with pop culture in your time, you don't know what it is that he's talking about when he's yelling, "I'm coming, Elizabeth! Oh, Lord!"
That in the club.
Yeah. I think there's a risk in making references, particularly older references, to where you can end up sounding like I just did.
To me, because Stacey King does this a lot. Whenever they have a clutch shot or a big moment, he does do the Red Fox reference. But
He's old enough to know the reference, though.
he's not gonna. I don't expect Stacey
Me?
King to get it.
Or he is?
Stacey
No,
King.
Yeah,
is
that's
old
fine.
enough to-
He can
No.
know the reference. That's
Stacey-
not the premise.
Stacey gets a reference.
What about the audience? What about the people watching?
I think-
that's my concern.
I
For
think
the
people
young
wa-
people watching NBA League Pass who are like 22 years old and are just hearing the announcer yell.
No. He's old enough to get it correct, which he did
my
not.
gosh. That is not- Roy is taking this to another
stuck on
place.
execution. I don't expect Stacey King to get any quote right, man. I'm just happy he got it in the general vicinity. Now, the thing is, Jeremy, because he's been doing it for years, my expectation would be, at least for the local Bulls fan, they know. They may not even know what the reference is from, but they know what he's referring to, versus like you parachuting in, or maybe the internet or whatever. It is a funny quote, though, to say it the way it is. Guys, I'm really concerned about Chris, and I'm not concerned about the Nuggets.
He's in bad shape, man.
It's not about the Nuggets.
Everyone's an eating expert in here. They're like, stand up.
I told him
Chris.
he's got to stand up, let the food
breathe.
digest
Roy's
go
like,
all the way
you gotta
down.
do this. Mike got me warm water. Everyone's an expert.
All right, here we go, guys. Time to update. Vote number 1 for Chris. This is to claim he's completed the challenge.
Amount of nuggets.
The challenge is 99 Nuggets. Vote number 1 says 69.
Hey.
What are you, butthead?
Vote number 2. Oop, it's a sticky note. Hold on. 60. Vote number 3. Oh, a lot of sticky notes. You guys got excited. back
Post-it
there.
note.
51.
Oh, please.
Come on, where's
That
my
is
Jeremy?
so
Come on, where's
soft.
my
This is
Jeremy?
Weak. That was it right there,
Damn,
Jeremy.
that was Jeremy? I needed to do it.
And this is an anonymous vote. 99. The refs cheated in Miami versus SMU.
Oh, yeah.
That was Jeremy.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
UCF.
98.
Wow.
Jerk. Zazzle.
99 problems. And then the final one is 60. So
All right, so we got
Wait,
2 60s.
Hold on. What if that's upside down?
Hold on a second.
Oh, yeah. That would be 9.
Wait.
That'd be
I just
Benito
wanna-
San Diego.
No. That was 60.
I mean, you said 69, 60, 51, 99, 98, 99, and 60,
Yes.
which is 7 votes. There are
yes.
6 people here.
Well, Gino is the 7th.
Gino
vote.
was?
Yeah, we put his hat right here.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, we got to have 7 votes, man. It has to. We can't have
Gino,
an
you
even number.
You
don't know what he voted? He might have wrote
He
51.
could have wrote
He
24.
could have said that refs cheated in Dallas.
Yeah. That's true.
He's been saying it all week.
I kind of feel like 51 is way too low.
Let's average
So
them out.
low.
Average
That's
them out.
51 is too low. I'm also going to say, look, guys,
Averaging it out would not go well.
as
for you.
much as because they do this by the way.
The average
high
is
math.
the average is 77. It's
All right,
76.5.
let's go with 60.
Yeah, but how do you do it in government? You need a supermajority, right?
Well, this is how some voting
we doing
systems
here?
work.
This is not the
They
government.
throw out the low and they
Yeah.
throw out the high, and we take the middles.
mode.
We get
The
the
mode?
extremists out.
Or the
We
mean?
get the extremists out.
I think that would go even worse.
Whatever percentage the guy from New York got last night, that's the percentage of the 99 nuggets I have to eat.
I forgot which one the mode is.
The mode is the one that appears the most.
So it's a mean.
So
60.
99.
The mean is
no,
the
the
average.
mean is the average.
mean is
And
the
the
average.
mode appears
median
the
is the
most.
one that's
what's
right
the
in the middle.
median?
Yes, that's right.
Median is the one that's right in the middle.
The
Median's the
median is
middle.
in the middle of the street.
Mean El Hassan.
Yesterday English, today math.
So for what it's worth, if we're looking for
It's not going to matter.
a grade, right? If we're talking about what would be a passing grade,
Right.
do we count that as a D or a C?
Okay, so
because if it's a C and we're going at 70%,
yeah,
that's 69 nuggets. That's
Right.
also the median of this group.
right. The problem, Jeremy, is I went to school at Georgia Tech, and we had a class called CS 1501. We called it the Widowmaker. And your goal in that class was just to get a D because, as I said at Georgia Tech, D is for done. So I would be inclined to say that 60% is what we're looking for.
Super majority.
So that's gonna be 59 nuggets.
Deal.
59.4.
Well,
I'm comfortable with that.
We got to do another round of voting, Chris.
Yeah.
We're going to update it later in the show, but we'll do another
What is
round.
this, like conclave?
In the meantime, you got to keep eating. You can't stop. If you stop, you're just going to screw yourself over.
You think I want to stop?
Yes, I do. I think you want.
What kind of question is that?
I said it breathlessly. You think I want to stop? Oh man. So, local hour. Hockey's back, Jack.
I did not like my wake up this morning, man. This is how, especially recently, you make all the jokes you want about me looking old, all right? I don't care. I think I got a Benjamin Buttons thing going on, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. I've noticed recently the most clear-cut sign of getting old, I'm fading for these late games. I can't stay up anymore for these games. Like the Heat are on a West Coast trip right now. The Panthers are on a West Coast trip right now. I used to just be like, nice, got something cool to watch late night. And now it's, yeah, I got no chance staying up for that game. I fell asleep last night, mid-first period of the Panther game. And so the first thing I did when I woke up this morning, I see the score is 7-3. I'm like, damn it. I hate not being able to see my team play. I'm getting old. I mean, I don't know if you know that.
It's hard, man. Like this wet East Coast
Faded.
living. I can't do it, man. I fell asleep last night again trying to watch these games.
Yep.
I don't know how y'all do it, man. That's why the West Coast is the best coast. You get that? Everything's done nice and early, man.
You know about that Lord's time zone? It's right here.
The Lord need to move.
That's horse.
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Don't choke, man.
What's the counter up to now?
37?
29.
Oh. I ate a few during the break.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. A few were eaten during the break.
Not so sure.
Not by
Everybody
you.
else did.
The dog had one.
Percy Addison did it.
Don't
Ethan
help
calls
him.
his dog by his first and middle name.
Which, by the way,
Her. Sorry.
the dog feeding it breaded chicken nuggets.
Ridiculous.
Y'all already playing with fire. I wasn't going to bring this to air, but since the dog came up, I'm going to bring it to air now. Ethan, while walking the dog yesterday, stepped in dog. Or some sort of,
You sure it was dog?
it is downtown Miami. And then walked in here and tracked it everywhere.
No!
And
He did? What?
Then he had to scrub it in the bathroom over there, and I'm like, dude, you can't. And then he came in wearing the same shoes today. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. This is why we can't have animals in the studio.
You mean Ethan?
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man. This place is so gross, man. Oh, it's cute. It's cute.
Wow.
No, it's not, man.
Nah, doo-doo's not cute.
Dude never cute. Ever.
Never.
Unbelievable. Unremarkable. Speaking of dogs, Tom Brady cloned his dog. You guys know that?
Yo, you saw this story?
I did.
I don't like this. Like this is some Pet Cemetery vibes to me. I don't like it.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't like this.
Like, what about the dog would make it remember you if it's a
Definitely
clone?
doesn't.
You don't
So
clone
stupid.
the brain. So you're just getting the same type of dog. You know what you could do? Just go buy the same type of dog.
Cloning a dog.
That's some rich people.
But it's the worst kind of rich people shit. Rich people shit should be things that we can't do that we wish you could do. Like, for instance, having a robot maid or butler. That's awesome. I wish
Having
I
health
had.
care.
Look at this.
That's some other rich people shit. Having health care.
Look at this. Quote, I love my animals. The dog passed away 2 years ago. All right. Quote, I love my animals. And he cloned this dog just recently, okay? They mean the world to me and my family. So far, he's the same as everybody else. Okay, I continue. A few years ago, I worked with Colossal Biosciences and leveraged their non-invasive cloning technology.
What does that mean?
Through a simple blood draw of our family's elderly dog before She passed.
Non-invasive is the funniest word.
You know
I
about
told
that
you,
colossal?
man. This is Pet Cemetery to me. I don't like it.
You guys are thinking too small. This is a beta test for Tom Brady to clone himself.
Clone
yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
What's the company that he was working with?
It's colossal. The same people that brought back the dire wolf that are trying to bring back the woolly mammoth too.
He is definitely cloning himself.
He's gonna end up like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly.
Okay, here's my question though.
Top 5 Jewish actors.
Only
If
boring on a
millennial chicks
broadcast.
have gotten a crush on.
If you clone yourself, again, will it also clone your brain and your memories? In the movies, yes. In real
We
life,
can't ask the dogs.
I'm imagining him just being disappointed constantly. Like, oh, the other one used to do this, but I paid so much to have the same dog. It's like, you don't jump off the bed the same exact way.
Has he? Can we look at the Yelp reviews? Has he provided some feedback?
Right. He might hate it. He'd be like, what a waste of money this was. It's a different dog.
Well, do they have a Yelp?
2 stars.
I want to know. Like, I don't know anybody. Didn't Barbara Streisand clone her dog?
yeah, she did. I think this is years ago though. But here's my question. Wait, hold on. How many of you guys watched the rehearsal season 2? Wasn't that a
The clone
storyline?
cat.
They clone the. Is it a dog? I thought it was, a dog.
I thought it was a cat.
Maybe it was a cat, but the whole thing was. And then Nathan Fielder recreated this couple's like original apartment and everything, trying to see that if you could teach the cloned animal through the same kind of learned experiences that the original animal had, would it be the same? And the answer was no. No, it would not. And so again, even
It was
if
a dog.
it was a dog. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Babs did.
But like the idea that like cloning yourself, to assume that that clone of yourself would be just as good at everything that you're good at, I think that's kind of a leap.
Can you claim to love animals if instead of adopting one, you just clone
Yeah,
one?
just Xerox them. Yeah, there's nothing I love more than sheets of paper and animals. Just stick them in the machine, come back out. Here we go.
I don't like it, man. If I got to somebody's house, be like, yo, when you get this dog? Like, yeah, I cloned my old one. I leave. I go home.
Having said that, if you could successfully clone any athlete, and they would have all their memories and their abilities and all that, who would you clone?
Well, I'd want someone for one of my favorite teams to be back on my favorite team, right? Is that,
Okay,
is that
yeah,
the way we do
sure,
it?
sure.
Probably Shaq.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know how good the Heat would be if they had Shaq again?
Prime Shaq right
Oh,
now.
that'd be so good. Yeah.
Mike, I
got
feel
Shaq.
like you've got like a plethora of names that are
I don't know
all.
why you do that, Zaz. That guy's an underachiever.
That's why you want him. He's so good that winning 4 titles was underachieving. Thank you. Thank you for making my point.
Game's
How
passed
does he
him
come
by.
out? Is the other eye cross-eyed?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how they mix it up. That's how you tell them apart. Wait a second. Look at me.
If you're watching the main broadcast right now, you saw Chris Cote mouth playing him like a fiddle. I'm on to some suspicious behavior over here.
Do we have to have a what do you call it? A
I
monitor?
can't help it if like some of these are little.
He's breaking them in half.
Okay.
And pulling the teeth.
All right.
That's ridiculous.
Well, there's also a lot here, and I want to have enough to get
no.
this
We'll order more.
All right.
Saying.
All
He
right.
was caught on camera saying, I'm playing him like a fiddle.
Cheater.
By the way, you're
Like,
on.
he saw Batman Returns, and he's like, that's a great idea. Let me replicate that evil plan.
This means he's at 34 and a half.
Also, Chris, you're on camera all the time, regardless of whether it's on the monitor or not. You know that. We have 4 people in that room back there who are
Like
watching.
I said, playing them like a fiddle.
Okay. He wants to do a little victory lap on it. Okay.
I will work in a complete fake bite at some point.
They're
where I
counting
just,
halves.
hey, what?
There he goes.
There will be one point. There will be one point where I
34.5.
go in like here, nothing goes in, and then he'll go up one.
What would you like to be at by the end of Big Sue?
How many have I eaten in this big
34 and a half.
What was I at before? I feel like I've
34.
slowed down a lot.
What would you like to be at?
I'm hoping to get to 45.
45.
That's a good
You
number.
wouldn't even be halfway done.
So is 47 and 48.
What did we land on? We don't have an answer yet for how many I need to do.
We land on more.
More, definitely
More
not-
than what you have right now.
Keep eating. Oh,
There you go.
no, we didn't need that.
There we are.
Roy,
Matter of
Yeah.
athlete you could clone. Who would you clone?
In my heart, Jackie Robinson.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to watch Jackie Robinson get rocked by these pitchers now, man. I like keep his legacy where it
Seems
is.
mean, man.
I don't know, man. If he gets
Why would you
on
put us
base,
through
it's
that
gonna be-
again?
it's going to be great. But I don't think he's going to
Be
go
an
through the
ath-
same thing he went through back then, no.
Would have to be an athlete. I would clone Barry Sanders.
Oh, Barry Sanders in
Barry
today's
Sanders
game.
was so like there's a whole generation in this studio that has seen like YouTube highlights or something like that. I'm telling you, every time, even on losses, this guy was dazzling. He did stuff that I have never ever seen again in the backfield with his balance and his footwork. He was just amazing to watch.
So here's the thing with the cloning, right? So if you clone Barry Sanders, does he then quit too?
Well, I mean, it's the same memories and experiences, but here's the deal. If you put him on the Detroit Lions, this team's good. He never had a team this good.
Whoa, is he even RB1?
Now he's Jahmyr Gibbs.
No, he's definitely RB1.
I don't know. I feel like in a few years ago, I'll be like, man, I feel like a strong urge to quit. I don't know why.
He's just already programmed in him.
Yeah.
is what you're
So
saying.
that's
was
the
always-
best running back room ever.
Dude, I remember watching one of those NFL Films things, and it was like a team that was getting ready to play Barry Sanders, and what they had their scout team do was, against the defense, they'd had two guys with two footballs running, and the defense had to stop both. That was the
crazy.
best
It's
simulation of trying to stop
That's
Barry
amazing.
Sanders.
Look, they knew they were playing Detroit. There was one thing to stop. They had Scott Mitchell at quarterback, you know, and it didn't matter.
There's a show on Netflix called Living with Yourself, starring Paul Rudd, another top 5 Jewish actor who millennial shiksas
Not
have
Paul Rudd.
seen and developed crushes on Jewish guys. But what's really interesting in this, Tom Brady is in this show.
Oh.
He has a cameo. And the cameo revolves around a joke where both people are going to a spa, and at that spa, you clone yourself. And Tom Brady
thought Bob Kraft was
says
there.
that he has cloned himself 6 times in the show.
Whoa, wait a
So
second.
he's just soft launching the idea that there have been Tom Brady clones. Now in real life, he's actually cloning a dog. This man is on a mission
Wait
thrown
a
in
second.
prison.
to
Wait
normalize
a
being cloned.
Wait a second. Wait a gosh darn second.
Okay.
Maybe it's not him soft launching. He's going to clone himself. Maybe the truth is right in front of our very eyes. Maybe Tom Brady already cloned himself. That's how he won one of them Super Bowls. We're like, how does he not age? Because he just kept Xeroxing
After
himself
the
over and over
ACL,
again.
after the ACL, he just took that time off to clone himself, come back even stronger.
The prestige.
What a movie.
Oh, my gosh. Vile.
What a movie.
So basically, he's Michael Keaton in
Multiplicity.
She touched my pappy, Steve.
Chris, where we're at?
I usually get an 8 count.
We're 39.
39?
And a
There's
half.
no way he had 5 in the
No, I was just cooking, dude, the whole time, and I was dropping them in
like a
He is.
pelican.
like a pelican.
Give me 6 more.
You know what? I want to talk about this. I do want to talk about this, right? Yesterday, New York City, they elected Zohran Mamdani, which
Don't even get me started.
to many, 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 many people in this country is the most terrifying thing ever. He's of Indian descent, born in Uganda, and he's Muslim, and he's a socialist, and he's 34 years old.
Working
and now
Families Party.
he's the mayor of New York City. And I gotta say, I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked by the number of people that I follow or people that I know who were like, clutching their pearls over this guy getting elected. By the way, people have no connection to the city of New York. Never lived there, not from there. I'm from New York City. And in American politics, right? Doesn't matter what you are, whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, whatever. But there seems to be a permanent furor about if this person isn't the thing that we've seen all along. So the idea of this guy being the mayor of New York, staggering people, for what reason other than he's just different, right? It's fascinating to me. The things that are said like, there's going to be Sharia law. I'm like, they said that about Barack Obama, too, by the way. He's going to bring on Sharia law. Like, do you really believe that? Do you really believe?
As he's like in the DJ booth at a gay bar.
Right. I'm just like, do you really believe? Let's just assume that's his evil master plan. All the levels of American government, all the people working. Do you think everyone's like, well, he's the mayor, ipso facto, and now New York's got it. The rest of the it's not COVID, where it just spreads, right? But the other part of this that is not lost upon me in terms of how ironic it is like, oh, you're worried he's going to put Sharia law in because he's a Muslim. So you're worried he's
Most
going
racist way.
his religion to inform policy.
Hmm.
You're worried that he can't separate church and state, which is one of the bedrock foundations of this country.
I'm not sure where you're going with all of this.
It's amazing to me. It's the very definition of pot and kettle. Oh, it's gonna be everywhere. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And this hypocrisy and this fear mongering, right? Because he is not Josh Johnson or whatever very safe name with a safe background. His socialist ideas seem to be the least of their fears. That's the funny part. That's the least of their fears. Their biggest fears is he's a Muslim from Uganda, but he doesn't look like people from Uganda, except if you knew about Uganda and its history, you would understand, yeah, of course.
The fear over all of those things over socialism is a fascinating one, right? Because that's been the thing that was like the key word that this Republican administration, Chris just said, wow, I didn't eat it. It's still in my hand.
He just
After
put it next to
saying,
his cheek.
I'm playing them like a fiddle.
Stop talking!
This is unbelievable. First of all, the self-narration is probably not a good idea if he doesn't want to be caught.
It's a good deflection, Chris. Keep it going.
Speaking of pot and kettle, how are we doing, Chris? So the premise here is that they've been using socialists as this like dog whistle for all of these people the entire time, and yet somehow that's not the fear. When Mamdani himself has done a really good job of just sticking to the messaging of what he actually wants to accomplish.
Right.
It's, hey, transportation, housing, all of these things that are going to help
New Yorkers.
Like that's his goal, is to locally help New Yorkers. It's why he's stayed out of other conversations.
Yes.
Of which he has opinions on. He's stayed out of those conversations.
Because he's like, that has nothing to
it's
do with
New
me
York.
being
I'm a
the mayor of New York. I'm not
Correct.
the president of the country.
That's right.
You guys think Iowa jumps into the teens if they beat Oregon?
I'm really happy for all of my friends and family who live in New York, because it feels like the tide is turning.
Because they're moving?
And they're coming down here.
I'm just excited because I'm going to be able to sell my house at a higher price with all the people fleeing.
No one's fleeing New York.
I know, of course,
That's-
no one's
that's
fleeing
my-
New York.
that's my-
It's all fear mongering.
This is actually huge news for the Democratic Party if they can effectively place a candidate that removes New Yorkers from your city.
Ooh, that'd be good news. For
That
us
is
down
a
here.
platform, pal.
That's the other funny thing, and that's why I started with it's not politics. It's not party driven, because Zoran wasn't even operating with the support of his own party.
That's right.
Yeah.
They were out here like, oh, I don't know about this. You got Hakeem Jeffries talking about, I don't know. They're all trying to distance themselves
I like that guy.
because they all subscribe to the same sort of weird dogma.
I'm not playing anymore.
What's the
All
matter?
right, it's up to 44. All right, they're back. They were messing with me. It was going down.
Well, you're
We're
messing
back.
with them.
I
Yeah.
was.
Play that straight.
I'm a showman.
Have
all right,
more.
you push the buttons.
Have
all right?
more.
Braun Showman. Anyways, that's my soapbox.
She know.
That was my Dan Le Batard minute of the day. All right,
I mean, just the overall result for Democrats yesterday is just.
overall tremendous. But I think Zoran is a little different from all the other races
It's true.
because they didn't want him.
Find a sports tie.
I don't have to find shit.
Substitute
I
teacher over
said
here.
it, yeah. You know what? To hell with that. To hell with sports. I'm going to go straight to this Disney YouTube stuff. I know we talked about it a little bit
Everyone's
yesterday.
pissed about this. We didn't spend enough time on this.
Mike, I was with Fuentes yesterday, and I told him, you know whose fault this is? Whose fault all of this is?
The mayor of New York?
Nope. We've moved on. All the nerds who were like, why do I have to pay for sports? I just want the channels that I watch. Once upon a time, I want to watch TV. Hey, I'm your cable company. How about all these channels for this price? Sounds good. And that's it. It's like, are there channels I don't watch there? Sure. I don't watch TLC.
C-SPAN.
I don't watch C-SPAN. But I understand collectively, we all benefit from having these channels for a set price.
I've
right?
been living like I've been ashamed of my behavior over the last football season. You know that final scene in Cable Guy where the cable goes out and the dude just looks over at a book and starts reading and enjoying it? Uh-huh. When my YouTube TV and Disney dispute started affecting my life, I just turned on my cable box and I was like, I get all the channels. What am I doing?
It's insane. We had it. We had the strategy. We had the product that made everybody happy. And then some people said, I don't know why I'm paying for this. I just want to pick the channels that I want. And then like Disney Plus and Netflix, we'll just give you these movie channels and these channels right here. Like, that's better. No more sports for me. But what's happening is that everyone realized, oh, I can charge all these people for the 2 or 3 channels that they may watch, thus fracturing this whole thing. And so now you're like, oh my God, in order to watch everything I used to watch, I've got to pay so much more money. Yeah, because you didn't want the buffet. You said, I want a la carte. Well, guess what? The a la carte is in front of the horse now.
Who's the impression you're doing?
A nerd. He said it was a nerd.
I'm a nerd. Why am I paying for these sports channels?
Yeah, okay. All right. Just checking.
I found out there are people who got to order an app and pay a subscription just to watch the local sports teams because they're not like, how is that possible? I'm doing great. I'll tell you how it's possible. Because you guys listen to all of these nerds tell you to cut your cord.
And how they sound?
They sound like this, Roy. Roy, I'm going to cut my cord. I don't need any of these channels.
You're going to cut your cord?
I'm going to cut my cord.
You know about cutting that cord?
Buddy, my cord's never been cut.
Never been cut. Never been cut. I'm still corded up right now. Wow. Holla at me. NBA TV 216, ESPN 206,
Wow.
ESPN
I know that. I know
209.
Direct TV.
I know exactly where my
Top of
channel's
the zone.
at.
I can
every
find it
time.
in the dark.
Every time. Oh, 2 games on, flashback, flashback, flashback. Oh, picture in picture, got that too. On my DTV.
That is the worst part of the apps, is not having the flashback button.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me log out of this app and log into the other app. Nerds. Nerds. You had paradise and you said not good enough. And now you want to cry.
As a consumer base, we could just say F both of you when it comes to this
Oh, for
Google
sure.
Disney thing. But I am kind of siding with Google on this one a little bit. It's very clear what Disney is doing as they've invested so much money. They've increased the price point. They've made acquisitions like WWE that aren't exactly helping matters. They're leveraging their sports partnerships by having head coaches embarrass themselves, look into cameras and say, YouTube TV is wrong. The big corporate overlord, Google is bad. Side with us over here at Disney. This is all ugly, stupid. We're all paying the price. As the economy gets worse, everything gets more expensive. They're not helping things. F both of y'all.
Can I add a correction real quick? Overall point still, counts. But yesterday, you and I had a conversation about WWE's attendance being down on Monday Night and Monday Night Raw. That building was small. That building only held 6,000
Yeah,
people.
but they're booking smaller buildings.
Oh,
that's
okay.
not what WWE does.
Well, they're in Boston on Monday
when
night.
The start of the TKO era. Well, it's Boston and John Cena returning to his home.
Okay.
Wait,
Like,
where were they?
When
I
TKO
was misinformed.
rolling,
I was misinformed because I thought the upper deck was tarred
Where were
off.
they?
There was no upper deck.
What-
They were in like Rio Rancho, New Mexico.
which is like rare for them to be playing smaller markets.
I
and
was
that's the
misinformed.
tell. Like
Yeah.
when they were humming, they were playing arenas all the time, and they were
Okay.
not doing the small venues.
Yeah, I had a listener who pointed out yesterday. I didn't even know that. So that,
Yeah,
that was,
but they're
that was my bust.
Yeah, but they're
So they called you a sucker too?
Yo, I already told you about that, all right? I'm not
But
gonna
you
say it
said
again.
you were a
You've
sucker
had
yesterday.
a very bad couple of days, I must admit.
What else?
Well, first of all, you embarrassed yourself with Braun Strowman.
No, I did not. And you know what? I resent you making me look stupid in front of a WWE wrestler. I love WWE.
You did that on your own.
Ron, what's it
I-
like when you're famous and people come up to you?
That's your impression of me? I would work on that.
That's how I feel right now.
How you seen you paused here at 46?
Taking a little break, a little recess.
Get a couple
46 is a
grills
good
in.
start,
46 is
man.
a really
That's a good
good
start.
spot. for you
Tony,
to
I'm
be in,
telling
man.
you, every girl one I've gone
Volume's up
to
in here.
is just it's
Grill's not the way.
it's not the
It's
not
not
the
the
answer.
way.
I don't know
Just-
why. I don't know why you guys chose grilled.
Just
It should
put
have
a-
been all.
How about you
fried.
just put a bunch in your mouth?
It's a palate cleanser.
Well, honestly, what would happen? Like, okay, so you're at 46 right now. What if you just threw 4 in your mouth
put
right
four,
now?
Put 4 in your mouth and
You'll
let
be
the
at
natural
50.
No,
juices
don't-
do their thing.
Make it an even 50.
Don't do 4.
You
Don't
guys
do
are
4 because then
trying
you're
to
going to
get
be
me to
chewing
throw
for 30 minutes. Do 2, and then Take a swig of water
Two
and then
halves?
2 more.
Well,
Nope,
two.
Two holes.
Like a
buddy.
like a
Two
big thing of
holes.
chalk.
Trying to make
'cause
these things work, guys.
two halves would be
Trying to make
one.
it
You
keep
last.
ripping them
stop
off.
with the
Don't
ripping.
rip them.
That's
Stop
not
ripping
gonna.
them.
These are
Two
not gonna
Z
count.
ripping
Come
them.
one.
Got a point there.
I mean, when one becomes two.
He's got a point.
All right,
we'll
it's
do
kicking
two.
in, huh? It's raging right
It's
now.
been-
All
it's
right, we'll
been
do
in.
two.
We're like 15
That's
of the
two
20.
halves.
Ripped in half.
That's
one,
one. So
dog.
You
47.
guys are full of
47.
shit, dude.
That's 47.
48 in. You guys are doing this game with me
47.
right now. You guys are playing this game with me.
Well, Chris, I'm
None
gonna,
of you would be at half of what I'm at, except for maybe Tony.
Chris,
It's not competition.
Chris, I'm gonna tell you right
This
now.
is gross.
This is the
Not what I'm
conversation.
doing. What you guys are doing.
This is the conversation I had, Chris, during the break. The conversation was Chris isn't going to hit 99, so what's the punishment for not landing the punishment?
And no, Jeremy, who runs this ship now, when it comes to these
Jeremy
like,
doesn't run. It's Udonis Haslam that
No.
runs it. Jeremy is just a custodian.
UD answers to Jeremy.
That's right.
Visualize that.
Chris, the punishment for not completing this punishment is that this room gets to choose
Another punishment.
another punishment for you. You've seen the grid of death. I promise you, you don't want to go down that
Agreed.
path.
I do have good news for you, though, Chris. You eat 2 more, halfway there.
Oh, he's halfway
I
there.
just ate 2. Put another one up there.
You ate half.
I'm at 48.
You ate
You
two
guys are
halves.
full of it. Those were 2 gigantic ones. I'm not saying I haven't eaten a half at
gigantic
some
ones.
point. Those 2. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
48.
for respecting me. Thank you for respecting me, video team.
How's your dad doing?
I checked in with him.
Do you have updates?
Yeah, I had a brief text exchange with him.
Did he talk about French toast?
I said, good luck, don't die. And he said, we'll give it my best. And
So
I
he's
said,
still under now.
We're all rooting for you to not die.
How long is the procedure, Chris?
I was told it was from around 9 to noon. Like he should be texting me before.
3 hours?
No, no, no,
No,
hold
no.
on.
Like he the little like waking up and
gotcha,
coming
gotcha,
to.
gotcha.
Like he should be texting me and leaving there around noon.
Got you.
He's coming too?
But if you want to see my text exchange this morning with my dad, I love you, Dad. Text me after. Will do. If it comes up on the show, say that people can wish me well by listening to my podcast. Like I want that.
Famous last words?
You know, God forbid that's my last exchange with my dad.
What's the photo of him that you have
Where's the love
That's
you too?
the photo of him is him in my car, passed
passed
out.
out?
That's the bush night. That's the night he fell in the bush.
Dark hair on him.
Yeah, man. A lot more pepper than salt right there.
Just out.
That's awful, man.
That's why he fell in the bush, because he was asleep.
but
5
also-
seconds before.
Also hilarious, right? If that were his last words.
Was that when the U was back? Actually,
It was.
That night. That was with
Yeah.
Marty.
Classic.
That was the Marty Smith night.
Yeah, we went to the Grove.
Oh, is that where it
He
happened?
was back briefly. A brief moment
You
in
were
time.
there that night.
We haven't been irrelevant for 2 decades.
so.
It was a
you
little
were.
outlier.
Every 8 years or so?
Shut up.
He's holding you accountable.
All right, another one down the hatch here.
Where we at? 48? No, wait, hold on.
Half.
Tony needs
That was
to
a half.
shut his mouth, dude. Look at these. I can't make them bigger. They are what they are.
No, you can
those
make
are
them
bigger
smaller
than-
though. That's the idea. You
I
can't.
can't physically make
No, that's
them bigger.
49. That's
You know what I can do?
49.
I can take.
49.
That's
Respect
49.
me.
That one was 49.
Respect
That was a big one.
me.
I can take the grilled ones, put them in the air fryer a little bit.
Yeah,
they're
you-
nice and hot on
I think
the way
that's
back
a problem.
out.
We can put them in the
Yeah,
air
I'm
gonna
fryer.
get 'em in the air
You're
fryer
having the
first.
soggy thing. Like, let's
Actually,
change it.
just
Yeah,
taking
no
them away from me.
excuses
Just
anymore.
get these
No
things away
excuses.
from
Just
me.
get done.
Eat these. I'm gonna take these.
No, throw them all in there for
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is smart. This is smart. This is smart.
This is a good move.
yeah,
Separate 'em,
no,
though.
this is a
Separate 'em.
well-made
You
move.
did that.
It's okay.
20.
Shake 'em up.
Separate them.
20.
Oh, man.
20.
You're pretty high, huh?
He's,
Pretty high.
Yeah, he is.
This is irresponsible, really, but it's
I don't
also
know.
funny.
Showing up to work high.
The grilled ones are good. I don't know what he's talking
I
about.
don't know. I can't.
He didn't show up to work high. He got high at work. It's a dip.
Oh, yeah,
Top
there's a
5
difference.
occupations to get high.
Yeah,
at.
there's a difference,
Oh,
yeah.
here we
Hey,
go.
yeah.
Good list.
Podcasters up there.
Still slide guitar.
NFL trade deadline.
Oh,
We
it
got some
happened.
fireworks.
Yo, that
huh?
was some big ones.
We got some fireworks.
I don't know if Quentin Williams gets tariffed because he has to move to Texas now as a New Yorker, but Sauce Gardner, that was pretty shocking. Like, and look, Diana Marusini said, "I don't expect Jerry Jones to do anything." I'm like, Diana, they just lost on Monday Night Football. He can't help himself. He did do something. I thought these were impactful moves, and quite seriously, like I love what Indianapolis did. Even though Sauce Gardner really hasn't
Two
recaptured.
first. I didn't like that.
I didn't like that part, but he can help them, no
Sure.
doubt.
They're not going to be top picks.
I mean, you can pass all over them, and I know that they've been dominant in these games, and they've been playing a lot of offenses that have been having to chase the games, but their pass coverage numbers are not good. Even in an isolated beginning of the game scenarios, you can throw all over this team. So they address a big need on the defensive end of the ball. I thought Indianapolis got a lot better.
It's like they're going for it, obviously, because they have the team that looks to be one of the best teams in the NFL. But, like, Sauce Gardner hasn't been that good, right? Like, we remember his rookie year where he was great, and then it's kind of been on a slow decline ever since.
But he's likely a massive upgrade on what they have right now.
For
Well,
sure.
That's all that matters.
But you don't think there was a better corner that you could have gone out and gotten for 2 first-round
But wouldn't you
picks?
assume that they tried that?
Sure.
Can we go?
The 2
Is
first
it
odds, that's a
safe
lot.
to say that the Jets were a big winner? Because they got a lot.
They will mess up these picks.
They'll mess it
though.
up.
Yeah,
I know.
well,
I saw so many Jets fans trying to take a victory lap. It's like, you guys have done this before. You screw up the picks.
I'll tell you, though, I thought the Dolphins were a huge loser yesterday, and not just because it seemed to be that they had guys, Bradley Chubb, Minkah Fitzpatrick. It seemed that they had guys who may have some, maybe a market out there and that they didn't move. But overall, we're back in this same spot, man. It's not just the Dolphins rebuilding, but you look at the division where Bills are awesome, not going anywhere. Patriots are clearly on the rise. And now the Jets, the Jets are terrible, but they have 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. And look at you, you're stuck holding your you-know-what. Like they're
I don't
so
know.
in the gutter, the Dolphins.
What are they holding?
You know what they're holding, man.
Cards?
Google that shit.
Okay.
We have big breaking news.
Do we?
Yeah, and it affects everybody. It's a global game, folks. FIFA has made an announcement.
Okay.
FIFA will present its inaugural FIFA Peace Prize, Football Unites the World Award, during the World Cup final draw on December 5th in Washington, D.C.
Not Trump. Not
I
Trump.
wonder
No,
who's
not
gonna
Trump. No.
I wonder who.
I wonder who's going to win it. So that's I applaud that. He couldn't win the Nobel Peace Prize, so he just had Infantino make one. Yeah. That's incredible. That is really
Johnny.
You know what? You got me. Johnny Soccer.
Johnny the infant.
Johnny Soccer. You
Johnny
did it again.
Infantino.
Really quick, to get back to the original football that we were talking about, Zaz. I don't know
original
these guys
football.
like to do that.
The
Take
original
soccer,
football?
Original football that we were talking about. Trade deadline.
Stay on message.
Thank you. Revising the Micah Parsons trade. When you look at what they got,
Not bad.
I'm very intrigued.
Not
So
bad.
Packers got Micah Parsons. Cowboys got a first-round pick, Kenny Clark, and Quinnen Williams. Like that's a decent haul for
Also,
a guy
the
who's-
linebacker from Cincinnati.
right, Wilson.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, you need better defensive players, and you're trading away your better defensive players to a team that has no.
Micah, you would have argued, was like top 3 in the league in terms of value. So, like, that is a
Sure.
great package, but there's not a lot of guys who would get in the entire league. Like, in terms of value, age, and how good they are.
No, 100%. Like, yeah, it's
Still,
like,
but I get what you're saying. It's
it's better than hey, I got 3 first round picks, but I don't know if those guys are going to materialize into good players. Like I got a stud in Quinnen Williams, I got a really good defensive tackle in Kenny Clark, and I still have a first round pick. So it's like I'm getting established players rather than the hope and dream of a first round pick that can end up being something, or he can fall flat on his face.
Well, quick update. We sent Fuentes to go air fry the nuggets. He's eating them. What are we doing?
What is going on
What are we
here?
doing?
I think that
Shenanigans,
counts. That
man.
counts.
No, it doesn't.
I'm at 50.
You know what? Bring some down.
Two
This
forms
is
of ID.
ridiculous. Fuente,
Why
what
would
are you doing?
Why is this
some
entire
down.
office riddled with fraud? Everyone.
It's just the Fuentes
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah.
No, it's Chris. It's everybody.
I've eaten 50 nuggets in 2 hours.
Yeah, you're almost
49.
halfway.
49. Get the number right.
How am I
46 to
being
be
judged
honest.
right now? I'm nailing this.
Yeah, he is. You got to give Chris credit where it's due. And
ripping
speaking
nuggets
of
in
credit where it's
So
due,
51. I'm 2 away from doing
Sauce
this thing.
Gardner has not allowed more than 2 receptions to a single receiver in a game this season. He's
Decent
forced
sauce.
a tight window on 52% of his targets, as the highest rate of any player targeted at least 20 times in coverage. So he's still a
He's been better this year.
Down corner.
He's been better this year, but if you look at the numbers from the past couple
right,
years,
but he's a young
been
guy.
very average.
A young guy who's coming back to the form that you saw him as a rookie, right? I mean, he was an impact player from the moment he entered the league, and now he seems to be playing the way that you would desperately need if you're that Colts defense. And giving up 2 first-round picks in the NFL is a lot. Like, it can change a lot of things about your franchise. But if you feel that confident about your team, that confident about your offense,
yeah, it's an all-in move.
well, for that matter, it's the type of move that maybe the Dolphins should have made that first year with Tua, where they were lighting the world on fire with Mike McDaniel, where, hey, the offense isn't going to be stopped this year. We don't know. if schematically people are going to catch up next year. But this year, we know we have an elite offense. Let's try to just cash in and see if we can make a run at it. I kind of admire what they did.
They did do that, the Dolphins. I mean,
the following offseason,
right?
Yeah, they traded for Bradley Chubb.
They traded for Bradley Chubb. And that's the type of thing that you do, right?
And then the next year, they traded for Jalen Ramsey.
Right, and that's my point, is going all in around something that you think is going to work is a good idea.
Yeah, Colt fans should
And
be
look,
happy.
it didn't work out for the Dolphins, obviously, but when you have that type of offense, going all in and making that choice is a good thing.
Yeah.
F them picks at the end of the day. If you have a really good team and you figured out, you think that Daniel Jones is going to be the quarterback of the future for this team, right? Like they were always a piece away, and now they've got that piece. They're playing well, obviously not this past game notwithstanding, but it's like you try to put the players in position to win a championship. And it looks like what the Eagles do every single season. It's like, who's somebody that we can just pick up for nothing? Oh, Jair Alexander's out there? Perfect, let's get him. Jalen Phillips is out there. He kind of sucked in Miami, but he's going to be really good here. Okay, let's get him.
And hand up in a moment of honesty, I did forget that they traded for Bradley Chubb at that deadline. I thought it was all in the offseason.
Bradley Chubb.
Bradley Chubb.
That's where
like
Greg
similar
Cody fell in the
to
Chubbs.
revising that trade as opposed to revisiting or despite dispute. We can all.
The window is the window. And you can't sit around thinking, oh, the window's going to be open forever. I can't trade these picks. The window's open for the Colts. They didn't know it at the beginning of the year. They know it now. They have a chance to win the Super Bowl now. You can't sit around and worry about a 2027 first rounder when you have the opportunity right now.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? Like, if they wind up winning, even if they don't win the Super Bowl, the Colts, get to the AFC Championship game in 2 years from now when they don't have that late first-round pick, you think anyone's going to be saying, wow, wish they really had that pick? No. Like, go out there and win games right now. You had to give up a couple first-round picks. Who cares?
Yeah, I got a little break here. I'm feeling a nice second win for the second half here.
Yeah, there he is. He's back. The kid is back.
Yeah.
Coming again, Elizabeth. Oh, Lord.
Anybody who says applicable instead of applicable is a douchebag.
Joe Flacco is to the AFC North what Ryan Fitzpatrick was to the AFC East.
All of Dave Damnashek's passwords are Yancey Big Pen.
Keep the Panthers' name out of your fat, bloated jowls. That goes to the other guy, too.
Hey, Greg Cody. If it's neither here nor there, then where is it?
Is Montana Pac-12 country, Big 12 country, or Big 10 country?
TJ Fleck's name makes it sound like he could look like John Boy.
Hey, how come
the place that you're from, the prouder you are to be from that place?
The word bed looks like a bed.
If you got a cough while you're peeing, just hold it. I don't even know how to explain what I just experienced. I literally coughed while peeing, and I felt like I was about to lose it all.
The Boost Mobile Boldest Take is presented by Boost Mobile, the newest 5G network in the country. If you want to leave your boldest take, just call 305-486-4689. That's 305-486-4689.
Another great batch. I can attest, coughing while peeing is not a fun.
Dangerous game.
The most dangerous game, some people say. Speaking of dangerous games, we bring in Jessica Smetana. Yeah!
Transition.
Jessica, before we get into the college football playoff rankings version 1.0, we're having a discussion all show long about how many Nuggets consists of an appropriate level of punishment for one Christopher Cote. He's supposed to eat 99 during the show. He's up to 49 right now, which is actually great pace.
50 down the hatch.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
No one had crunch. The air fryer working.
The air fryer. But Jessica, so the question is, does he have to do all 99 for us to consider the punishment complete, or is there like a passing grade somewhere at some point?
Or is 99 actually, you're just giving him a free lunch for the day? Is that also up for debate?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But apparently he says he doesn't eat that much in general, so.
Well, I guess it depends on the temperature of the nuggets. I think colder nuggets is more of a punishment than hot, crispy nuggets. I think it depends on if he's allowed to use various sauces.
He's allowed to use sauces.
He's just gone dry. He hasn't used barely any sauce. We just warmed up the nuggets, so those are hot and crispy. Both grilled and crispy are both warm.
Jess, the first 25, I was cooking. I was cooking with gas. I was confident. The last 25 have been a struggle.
Is it safe to eat this many nuggets?
I hope.
Have we involved?
We're good. We're good.
Any
we're good.
regulatory work bodies?
Nah,
okay.
we're good. We also don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Florida. It
Let's
just seems
metal
like a
look.
lot of sodium.
Yes, it does.
I mean,
that I'm concerned
they
about.
are-
I'll be fine.
They
It
are,
sounds like Jess thinks I'm good. 50, like I made a valiant effort.
No, it sounds like Jess is saying that 99 is the number.
I need your support.
Please.
I don't want to be the arbiter of how many nuggets is too many nuggets for Chris, because I am slightly concerned that the salt could kill him. I don't want this to be an onion situation.
To be fair to you,
let me look this
to
up.
be fair to you, Jessica, I don't know if you can see it behind me. We've got our hat rack here.
When's the last time salt killed someone?
Everyone hung their hats up. This is a committee. We're making an unbiased decision about these nuggets and the nugget count. So don't feel like you are the arbiter. This is a committee. We all have our hats off here. So having said that, your vote would be for what?
75.
75. There you go. That's higher than some of the other votes that
2/3
came
of the
in.
way there, then, Chris.
All right.
Yeah, you're almost
Let's
done.
get it in motion.
He has to do it by the end of the show.
I'm
the end
looking
of
up
post-
how
By
much,
the end of the show,
Yeah, I'm
yes.
looking at how much
Before
salt
postgame.
in one day can kill me.
When's the last time salt hurt somebody?
Pretty often, I think.
Yeah.
But in one day, though.
It's generally not good for your bloodstream.
Doctors tend to ask,
What do they ask?
how much salt you having?
What do you answer?
A fair amount.
I'm always like
Assault.
slightly above average.
I think I'm
The lethal dose of table salt is roughly 0.5 to 1 gram per kilogram of body weight.
Oh, you got plenty
That's
of
so
time.
much. I
You
have no
got
idea what that means.
Plenty of time.
It seems like it's a
I
lot,
just feel
though.
like I'm good.
What you know about that high blood pressure?
That's my gimmick.
The
I'm
hypertension.
sorry, I apologize.
Jessica, who should feel most slighted by version 1.0 of the college football playoff rankings?
Oh man, that's a good question. I, to be honest, was kind of afraid I was going to get on the Zoom today and everyone was going to yell at me. So I guess I assumed Miami fans would feel that way to answer your question.
Why is that? Why would you say that?
Because they're all the way down at 18. I think that SMU loss was not the kind of loss they could afford to have. I think had they waited to lose to Pitt at the end of the season, it might have been a different story.
Well, and don't forget, Gino thinks the refs stole that game.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me just say this. I saw a lot of the complaining about the officiating in the Miami SMU game, and I understand. I think the officiating across the board in college football this year has been pretty bad. There's been a number of, Wake Forest got totally screwed in their game against Georgia Tech earlier this season. There's been so many calls this season. The Auburn-Georgia game. Did you guys talk about the Kirby Smart timeout thing, the clapping,
Yeah,
that whole
we
thing?
talked about
that was
that.
quite a charade.
Auburn, Oklahoma was a good show. I know
So,
Dabo is accusing refs of betting on games after the PI and Clemson
Look.
Duke. Officiating is bad everywhere.
It's bad everywhere, and I don't think that, I think that Miami fans have a point. I kind of see where the refs were going with the specific roughing the passer call after the whistle. He did hit him really hard. But that being said, it is bad everywhere. It does affect everyone. How your head coach handles it, whether or not he blames the refs in the postgame or takes the high road, that matters too, I think, to the teams that they are able to not feel like they were cheated by it and can stay focused, et cetera. But I do think that there's significant complaints that can be made this season on college football officiating.
I do disagree that losing the last game of the season would have been better for Miami because we have an example of that just last year where they lost.
Yeah,
the
I
last
know. You're
game-
right.
Last game
You're
of the
right.
season.
I
I'm
just-
actually encouraged that they have a month to work because the committee already kind of tipped their hand in that they need to see more consistency from Miami. Every other example in the top 25 when there was a head-to-head matchup where teams had the same ranking, all the teams that won the game were ranked higher than the loser, except for one instance, Miami. But I do not blame them. Miami has played one good half in the last month. If Miami goes 4-0, they will have a solid argument. College football is nutty in November. We'll see then. But right now, Miami is zero to complain about. They got to handle their business. There's not going to be anything more difficult than winning 4 games. For them.
And if I could just jump in real quick here too, Jess. All right, so let's say Miami finishes 4-0 and they look good in the process. You want Miami to then be included in the college football playoff, but then you also have to give into the idea that the only way they're going to get into the college football playoff then would be if 3 ACC teams wind up making the college football playoff, because then we're talking about the loser of the title game. And based on the current landscape, how could anyone make the case that 3 ACC teams are going to get in?
Well, okay, let's say Georgia Tech goes undefeated the rest of the season. That means they beat Georgia. and then they lose the ACC title game to, I guess, who would they be playing against in that scenario?
Either Virginia or
Maybe?
Louisville.
Virginia?
Louisville's probably a tricky one for Miami because if you have three teams with the
then there's
same
head-to-head.
record, if Notre Dame, Louisville, Miami have the same record, then Louisville has the win over Miami, who has a win over Notre Dame. That
Transitive theory.
That could be tricky.
But then do they have a loss to Georgia Tech in the title game, or do they have a win over Georgia Tech in the title game? Like, I think, to Mike's point, last year when the rankings came out, we were all screaming about Alabama and South Carolina and all these SEC teams. And then it turned out Alabama lost to Oklahoma in a historic and embarrassing fashion at the end of the season, which no one saw coming. So it is the beginning of November. I think I was being a little sarcastic about the loss at the end of the season, but I think that my bigger point is losing the weekend before the first ranking comes out is definitely like one of the worst times to lose, I think.
Yeah.
Especially to a conference opponent that has 3 losses already, including two Big 12 teams that are not even in the Big 12 race right now, TCU and Baylor. So I think, it was a bad timing for a Miami loss. But also, to Mike's point, they have not been playing well lately, and they need to win out and get very, very lucky, just like, a lot of the other teams in that teens range.
I've got loads of questions for you. A month ago, everyone said Texas was done in the CFP, and they win against a hurt John Mateer, edge out Kentucky, need overtime to beat Mississippi State, almost collapsed.
Mississippi State sneaky decent.
No, I know, and Georgia's going to find out. Stark Vegas. But Texas is back in there. I think the most interesting thing for me is the lack of discussion when it comes to the Big Ten and how bad the bottom third of that conference is. When you look at these spreads, a lot of good teams are getting fat off the bottom of this conference, and you have a team like Oregon, who's only favored by 6.5 in a very tricky spot against Iowa. You have them in the top 10. They lost their only ranked game, their only game against a now ranked opponent by double digits at home. Their best win is against Northwestern. I don't really understand this one. This feels like a reputation Big Ten propaganda machine.
And I wonder how much the Penn State win in overtime on the road is still counting towards Oregon's resume, even though Penn State has now been a much worse team since then, although they also lost their starting quarterback who threw the game-losing interception in that game, Mike. Your point about Oregon, though, is well taken. So this season they have beaten Oklahoma State, terrible team, Oregon State, terrible team, Rutgers, Wisconsin. It's just they haven't had to play very many tough teams. But this is where I also think that in a lot of ways, the end of the season, these things kind of will take care of themselves, and especially with Texas too. Texas still has to play Texas A&M. Texas A&M is the number 3 team in the country. That's going to be a obviously very important game. They also still have to play Georgia. They still have to play Arkansas. Arkansas, with their interim Bobby Petrino head coach, has still given teams a really tough time in the SEC. Oregon still has to play USC, who is still ranked. They still have to play Iowa, like you said. They play Washington, who is ranked. There's still, like, a lot of these teams have the hardest part of their schedule still coming up. So I think, the first week of the rankings, you consider where the committee is putting the teams now, and it's informative of where things will head, but there still could be massive shakeups in all of this as these teams still have to play really hard conference teams down the stretch. The other thing is that I think the mega conferences are stupid. I think that it was a mistake to have divisionless 17-team conferences, and we are seeing just the evidence of that second year in a row.
Why do you say that?
So stupid.
Why do you say that?
Because if you want to compare like Big Ten teams and common opponents just within the conference, a lot of these teams just don't have to play that difficult of like Mike said, like there's a lot of this Oregon schedule specifically. There's a lot of bad teams in the bottom half of this conference, and you get lucky this year that you don't have to play Ohio State. Ohio State is another team. Mike, let's say that they win out, beat Michigan, which is a big if given their history. What is their best win? I guess it's Washington on the road.
I guess it all depends on what happens with Texas. Right now, that was such a marquee game. I don't think people can disassociate that was 1 versus 2. At the time, it's weird because those are 2 big propaganda machines going there. But to answer Zaz's question, too, and supplement your point, last year, Indiana didn't really play anybody, found a way in the CFP just because the conference they're in. Oregon's in that position right now. We have 2 straight years in the ACC where Miami's OLI, and they don't have the opportunity to play Georgia Tech. They don't have the opportunity to play Virginia. They did have the opportunity against Louisville this year. Last year, all the teams in that mix didn't play one another. I do think it gets mitigated some next year with a lot of these conferences moving to a 9-game schedule, though, right, Jess?
I think it actually makes it a little bit harder if the conferences are not willing to play hard out-of-conference teams. Like, if you look at a team like Oregon specifically, I mean, their out-of-conference this year was pretty easy. Oregon State,
Why
Oklahoma
play anybody
State.
out of conference? Miami played everybody out of conference, and it doesn't matter.
I agree. I understand the argument against it, but I think the argument for it is that, like, if you do lose a couple games, having one of those wins is going to get you into the playoff. But I think that it makes it harder for the committee and for fans if there's no common Power 4 opponents between any of these teams. But I understand your point if, like, you think head-to-head doesn't matter. I would say head-to-head still matters, but Miami just couldn't afford to lose to a 3-loss SMU team.
Chris, you okay?
That was the roughest bite yet.
You going 2 nuggets at a time?
Yeah.
We have an update, by the way. Text message allegedly from Chris Cote sent that kind of outlines some of the fraudulence. There you go. Cut those big fried ones in half.
Hold on.
Who sent that? Who sent that?
Chris Cote sent it.
I don't think
To whom?
To Fuente?
I'm not going to reveal my sources.
Fuentes would never have 200.
Yo, why don't you check some of your unread messages?
Did I
Cut
text
those
Dan?
big fried ones in half. You basically you not only announced it on air, but you also announced the strategy
That's
behind
AI.
the scenes.
I mean, that's
Actually,
ridiculous.
this brings up a question. What's the proper size of a nugget to make it a nugget and not a tendy?
Thank you, Jess.
Like, is it 2 inches? Is it 3 inches? What are we?
I think once you
Are we
get
standardizing the size?
once you start getting elongated, then it becomes a tendy. If it's mostly circular / oval in shape, that's a nugget. If it's mostly breading and air, then that's popcorn chicken.
I think it has to be. Yeah, I think it has to have equal length and width to be a nugget, or at least slightly irregular. It can't have a much longer length than width.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did you say elongated?
Yeah, it can't be elongated. The more elongated
It can't be a grower.
That has to be somebody who's in a group text with Mike Ryan, because you don't have that. You don't have that kind of.
That could be anyone. He's in so many group texts,
I know.
as we all know.
He just got re-added into the chat because we took fireworks today.
Yeah, I needed a guest pass, a one-day guest pass to the chat.
Like
I got to see I got to see how this all comes out.
It's the Admirals Club of.
It might roll over to tomorrow.
Jessica,
might roll over for like a week.
I was going to tell you. Actually, I was going to ask you if you liked my shirt in honor of the end of Eric Adams' mayorship of New York City, his lasting legacy. The Rats don't run the city. Yeah. We do. The Rats are sadly quietly resigned. I saw
the Rats,
which is
resigned.
unfortunate, but I don't know if they will be making a comeback now that there is a new mayorship.
They're all moving to Miami with the rest of them that are upset with how
the Rats
went. Yeah, we were getting Rats too.
I don't like that.
Jessica, what was the mood in New York City last night?
The vibe was definitely celebratory. I stayed up late to watch the Zoran Mamdani speech, which was the latest that I've stayed up in a really long time. The time change, the older I get, the more it kicks my ass, guys. I went to bed at 8:30 the other night. Helps that I can't watch Monday Night Football. But it was definitely celebratory. I don't live in the quote-unquote communist corner, commie corner, as they're calling it, but even where I live, it was a stronghold for Mamdani, so very excited people out and about.
One of the perhaps most childish, petty, dumbest things I've seen on the internet today was the legit, literal White House Twitter account putting out a Photoshop of the Knicks logo. Instead of it saying New York Knicks, it says Trump is still your president. If that ain't
loser mentality,
you caught a L.
The Dems reposted with comment with the two Knicks fans with the L on their forehead.
Yeah, I mean the Dems are posting again, guys. Are we back? I mean,
woke is back. I don't know if you guys know this. Woke is back. Put
it was a long
the genders in your bio.
Enjoy it for now. Rude Awakening coming next year.
Jessica, you're missing it. He's going to be speaking across the street from us here.
Who? Oh,
You know who?
okay.
She thought it was
Mamdani
for a second.
Mamdani, that would be awesome.
45.
We're coming here next with Sharia law.
Oh, look at how they've closed off the road.
Yeah. I don't know how anyone's getting home today.
All those cars are stuck there for 9
Public
hours.
transportation is how we're getting home.
All this
actually.
for Rafael Nadal.
There was a very interesting thing that was happening in this mayoral election where Andrew Cuomo is obviously such a detestable human being, and many New Yorkers hate him, Republican and Democrat alike, because of his horrible governorship. But
And because he was molesting, right?
he was a sexual harassment.
Okay.
I thought he was just Italian.
Well, that's what he claimed. I almost wore my Italians shirt, but I didn't want that to come across as support. Anyways, I'm Italian. I can make Italian jokes.
There you
So
go.
the third candidate in the race, Curtis Lewa, who, if this were a Miami race, I know the show would have had a lot of fun with. But
we kind of let that guy slide.
people were not standing him, I would say, but they were starting to just enjoy him being around. His debate answers were very funny. And that's for a politician whose policies are fairly anti-democratic, at least Democratic Party, democratic, at least. It was a very unique and interesting thing that was happening. I mean, I think it was a very popular Halloween costume this year as well because of his signature red beret.
Look, I'm telling you, like in another time, like in the era of the rent is too damn high guy.
Yeah.
If Curtis Lewa was around, oh my God, we would have had SNL things about him. It would have been the joke of the summer, basically of the year. It's just now things seem to be like everything that we joke about ends up being in charge of everything.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh, that's so funny. What if we accidentally elected him as president?
Yeah, which I could see.
Funny, weird guy from New York.
Chris
Wouldn't he be
Cote is in the kitchen right now.
He's kneeling over by the garbage can.
I don't think this is bit either.
I don't think
he's
so
really
either.
actually struggling.
Why doesn't he pace himself a little bit more?
Well,
I mean,
because
he can wait like at least an hour till he has to finish it.
Oh, he got what?
You guys aren't that
39 more.
Close to the end of the show.
You got 39 more, and he's got probably about an hour to go in show.
Just adjusted his belt.
Yep.
Oh, the belt is
Whose
off.
dog is that?
Oh, the belt's gone.
Oh, that's Percy.
That's Ethan's
Oh, it's
dog.
Percy. Is
Yeah,
his
the one that
ACL
got
better?
kicked. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's following people around, and Ethan's stepping and walking him.
I know
and
you're thrilled. I mean,
Yeah, and oh my God, I miss Willow. This is how bad it is.
I'll let her know. She voted for Cuomo, unfortunately.
Jess, I want to play some video here for you. Do you think this qualifies as a Dabo crash out? And this is not going the right way. I'm curious your thoughts on how this Dabo thing ends at the end of the season. Here we go.
I'm not criticizing. I can't tell you. I ain't gonna tell you the game. I'm not gonna say the game. But we're only allowed to turn in. There's a system of accountability, but y'all don't know anything about it. It's behind a curtain. How dare we have accountability? In the meantime, we got gambling issues going on, people being suspended, all that kind of stuff, right? Yep. I mean, refs are people too. It ain't just coaches and players, and if they're a part of the game, then by God, they ought to be a part of the game. And they ought to be a part of the accountability, and they ought to be a part of the consequences, not just behind some shadowy curtain. Like, no, they ought to have to answer for it. And listen, there's judgment calls and all that, and I mean, we just have to disagree to disagree. But there's also absolute flat out misses. Yeah, but you ain't there's no public accountability. Ain't none of that. So that's the system. The system needs to change. It needs to be changed. There needs to be challenge opportunity, and we need full-time officials. If you're going to have this type of stakes, it needs to be full-time officials. And everybody should have consequences.
Shout out to who I think is Greg Doyle in the background typing, because I know that typing anywhere. Jesus.
Clemson's a weird landing spot for him. Jess, your thoughts? For context, there was a very controversial defensive pass interference in which the replay appeared like it actually might have been OPI. In fact, everyone in attendance thought that Duke ends up winning the game.
By 1 point. Yeah. I think he's honestly maybe doing a little bit of fan service there. Like, I think his fans are starting to check out on this. This is the worst Clemson team in, I don't know, 20 years, at least since he took over at Clemson. I was trying to quickly look up their FEI ratings.
What,
but
were
yeah,
they
it's
fifth in the preseason?
I mean, it sounds right.
Yeah, it's really bad. And it's neither side of the ball right now. It feels like there's missed talent evaluations. It feels like the coordinator hires are definitely not working out. They were supposed to have this, like, Tom Allen come in as the defensive coordinator this year. It's just been a mess there. And I feel like he's trying to speak to the fans and try to get them behind him and make them feel like he still cares, make them, at least let them know he still cares and is still fighting for this team. But I also think he has some good points. I mean, if you're going to have legalized sports betting, this level of officiating, to me, sometimes when game outcomes are coming down to some really bad calls, and like the ACC is even one of those leagues that's getting a lot of credit for the review room, Mike, which I know you've seen this season. So I think they're trying to be more transparent to at least give them a little bit of credit.
Here, let us show you how bad we are.
Yeah, I guess.
There have been a handful of games.
I understand his point. I think he's saying what a lot of fans are thinking.
No doubt. I mean, I looked at my friend after it was like 7 horrendous calls in Dallas. Again, Miami put themselves in that position where it was a one-score game and the refs had that much influence. Although, again, it was 7. It might have been a one-score game because of all the missed calls. Where I'm like, if they told me this game,
Pepsid. I mean, come on.
If they told me this game was rigged 5 years from now, I'd totally believe it. But like, what else does it look like? Like, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. It's just, but it's also like not a college football specific issue, which I think comes down, like what he's saying about like full-time officials, I think is what a lot of people are thinking, right? Like we make this a full-time job so that it's something that the people can like help the refs out. Like it's something they can focus on. I mean, I know you've done 100 podcasts about basketball officiating too, so you can speak to it. It's obviously a humongous issue in the WNBA, women's college basketball. I'm sure men's college basketball, which I don't watch quite as much of, has a fair share of controversy as well. So I don't know what the right answer is, but I think he's definitely speaking to his fans and trying to show that he still cares about this team that is waffling right now and down the stretch.
Okay, I'm sorry, Jessica. I've been laughing.
It's okay.
He is in such rough shape.
He looks terrible.
He's on the couch and just threw Pepto-Bismol at him.
I think if Chris expired right now, Percy would eat him.
Oh,
I got to tell you.
He would lick him like a little salami roll.
This may not be the 60 count. It might be the 20 milligrams.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Hang on a second.
Yes.
He gummied up.
Performance-enhancing drugs.
PEDs.
Oh, God, he must feel awful.
Awful.
Just take a nap, Chris.
I don't know if he's going to be able to take a nap. He might choke on his...
We did originally talk about 60.
If you lay him on his side, he won't
60 was the mode on the list
On
that
the
we had
original votes,
before.
yeah.
We said that would have passed by the 59
Yep.
that was originally a passing grade of a
D is for done.
We're close. Look, there's still what?
He's got an hour.
Yeah, he's got an hour
I
left.
think he can get to the 99. Oh, man. I'm at a point now where, Chris, you got this, man. It looks like
I think the smell of nuggets will make him throw up.
He just threw up double.
Mike is bringing the nuggets out to him now, and I kind of think that might be the thing that sends him over
get back
the
to
edge.
work, player.
Yeah, back to work. Exactly right.
Throws the Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, there's one.
He's going right to the face. Not even. He's
That's another one. It's 61 now.
That's like a feed bag. He stuck his face in the plate.
Just to paint a visual for the audio audience, Chris is currently laying down on his side on the couch. We have handed him a plate of nuggets, which he is slowly eating. It's rested next to his face as if almost like a telephone. And now he's just slowly eating. He's now at 62 nuggets.
I'm concerned.
This is disgusting.
His face is getting rounder. He looks like a nugget with sunglasses on.
He looks like he's doing the Chris reply guy meme again with the sunglasses and the hat. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Good stuff.
It's called The Echoes, her podcast. She does it with Mike Golick Jr.
I didn't even send you guys my topics today. I was going to talk about Red Panda being back.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to get to that.
Huge.
Yeah. Why
We
not?
can do it now.
Yeah, let's do it now. You know what? Yeah, let's do it now. What do you got on Red Panda coming back? Well, by the way, I'm one of the people that say you had a great career. You're doing yourself a disservice. Just stay retired.
You come back wearing the 4-5 though.
Oh my God,
But
man.
like you can't go out like that. And she's had a prolific career and I think wants to this is her livelihood, right?
I wanted to get
You
hurt.
can't go out she did, and she came back. I think it's a great story. She performed last night at the Bulls game.
about them
For
Bulls?
the Bulls 76ers, yeah. Billy Donovan and them boys.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about them? I mean,
Oh man, I love everything they're doing. I love the way they
That's
play.
my gimmick.
you're absolutely
Oh
right.
wait, speaking of gimmicks, I've never heard this music before.
That's right. We got imaging now. I mean, you ready for this? You ready for another edition of You Know About That?
Oh, yeah. No, we got imaging. Okay, let's do it.
All right, here we go. I mean, the Philadelphia 76ers last night, they lost at the Bulls. Joel Embiid was 1 for 10 with just 2 points in the second half. You know about that?
I do know about that. Not a great showing by Joel Embiid. He's still on the minutes restriction. He's trying. Last week we talked about how the Sixers for the first time look like they have a positivity beyond the Joel Embiid era. The problem is we are still in the Joel Embiid era, and he doesn't look good. He doesn't look healthy, but I don't know what good it is to keep trotting him out there for 20 minutes at a time.
All right, you know about those Sixers. All right. I mean, the New Orleans Pelicans, they finally won their first game last night.
God bless the Hornets.
They beat the Hornets. No Zion, no LaMelo either. So we're in midseason form, both these teams. You know about that?
I know about that. Yesterday, Jessica, we were trying to figure out who Greg Cote is. There were some disrespectful people who called him the Udonis Haslem of this show.
Wow.
I said he's the Zion Williamson because when he plays and he's healthy, he's amazing. The problem is he's rarely healthy as he's under
And
surgery.
we talk about his shoes way too much.
Yeah, that too, yes. So Zion being out again, hamstring issue, he's doing the Greg Cote, man. And at some point, you just kind of have to accept that this is kind of the submission you're going to get from him from night in and night out. Again, shout out to Greg Cote. He went under the knife today. We hope he's okay.
Oh.
All right, I mean, you know about those Pelicans, clearly. I mean, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
We didn't even talk about Derek Queen, by the way, yesterday.
Big game, finally.
Big fourth quarter.
Oh, Joe Dumars won that trade. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they moved to 8-0 for the first time in franchise history. They won at the Clippers last night. I mean, you know about them Thunder?
I know all about them Thunder. They're amazing. They're incredible. They're deep. The MVP still playing like an MVP. We got new guys. Like
Jalen Williams hasn't even played yet.
Yeah, Jalen Williams has not played. He's recovering from that wrist injury. We got A.J. Mitchell, who has stolen the hearts and minds of a lot of basketball heads like Tony.
Isaiah Joe, too, by the way.
Isaiah Shooter.
God, he's so good.
Shooter. I love that his job is just everyone else on that roster defends. Him, I just shoot. That's all I do. Love the Thunder.
All right, you know about them Thunder. I mean, the Boston Celtics.
Oh, man.
Lots of complaining the other night from Jaylen Brown. What a shocker that if Jaylen Brown's your best player, your team may not be that good. The Celtics dropped to 3-5. They host the Wizards tonight. You know about them Celtics?
I know about them Celtics. 3-5 doesn't begin to describe how bad it is. How bad is it? They lost to the Utah Jazz at home, and they blew a big lead. And I know Utah's playing better this year, but not that much better for Boston is having these problems. Meanwhile, Chris Cote is knocked out on the ground. The dog is staring at him. Remember, Chris Cote, Ethan walked his shoes all over that ground yesterday.
Why are they shit shoes?
Because he stepped in shit when he was walking his dog.
Shoes.
And then he walked upstairs and then realized it and then washed the shoes in the bathroom after the fact.
What?
But he had already walked all over our floors.
Man,
Yes.
that's disgusting. And don't bring your dog to work. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I just say really quick how different this segment's gone than how I expected it to go?
What do you expect?
I thought you were all going to yell at me. I thought you were all going to be really mad.
I mean, it's only the first week, Mike, right, of the college football playoffs. This is week 1.
This is a sports media show.
lot of
People
football.
aren't rational.
I'll yell at you a month from now.
Yeah. It's a lot of football to be played.
And you know what? I will also say Notre Dame, who everyone's going to be mad at because they're number 10, they still have to win out, and they still have to play Pitt. And Pitt is a good football team.
Let's
Now
remember
they have
that
a
the final
better
week of the season,
quarterback.
please. Let's remember that we all called Pitt a good football team the final week of the season.
Well, if Notre Dame beats them by too many points, then they won't be a good football
Then they're not
team.
good.
Right.
And
right. You
if
have to
Miami
remember that.
and also if Miami beats them, they're also not good.
Right. Well, yeah, then they have 4 losses and they lost to West Virginia, Mike. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
They have to somehow beat Pitt, but have Pitt maintain their record.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're in.
Yes.
I think the dog
Right.
is starting to eat Chris Cote. I've seen it chew. I think Chris is just kind of laying there.
All right, Amin. Last night, the Orlando Magic dropped to 3-5 after losing to the Hawks. Desmond Bane, who they gave up 4 first-round picks for and a pick swap, is averaging career lows across the board. He was ejected from the game last night. You know about the Orlando Magic?
I know about
Because
the
a woman ref ejected him. Shame on him for ejecting Bane. I actually don't know if a woman ref that game. I just assumed it was.
Safe assumption. It's part of the problem.
They lost to the Trey Youngless Atlanta
That's
Hawks,
right.
by the way. We got to point that out. Desmond Bane, career lows, but I think the biggest one is the three-point shooting. He's a career 40+% three-point shooter. He's been at 38 or higher pretty much every year of his career. This year he's shooting 28.6%, folks. They brought him in because they have shooting problems. If the shooter can't shoot, this is the second year in a row, they went out and got a shooter, and the guy forgot to shoot. At some point, when is it Orlando's fault? Maybe they're doing something wrong.
I say that to men all the time. Shoot or shoot. Am I right? Hit
All
on that
right.
girl. Shoot or shoot.
Amin, you know about Desmond Bane. Finally got one more for your ass here. As Jessica mentioned a few moments ago, Red Panda made her debut. She broke her wrist. She fell last year. She made her return in Chicago at halftime. You know about that Red Panda?
I know about that Red Panda. I worry about that Red Panda. She's had such a great, illustrious Hall of Fame career. She's defied the odds and defied death and all these things. And then last year, she actually came back from retirement last year, and that's when she got hurt. And I said, you know what, man? You were on top. Now you're just kind of extending it. Feels very Michael Jordan, Washington.
She's a little bit of a compiler?
Not a compiler. It's just like, you got to learn when to say enough's enough.
Yeah, but like if Michael Jordan scored 50 points last night, you wouldn't be like, why did he come back?
No.
She still did a routine.
No, I sure. Yes, she was awesome last night. But we're not talking about how she did last night. We're talking about I'm worried about her. I want her legacy to remain stellar. I don't want, what if she gets hurt again? Then what we're going to say?
I don't think there's anything she could do to ruin her legacy at this point.
I think there's a couple of things.
Well, okay. I guess I guess technically,
within the
yes.
context of what she does for a living, yes, I don't think she can ruin her legacy. But I do think, like, I don't want her career to end on a sour note, right? Because she got, God forbid, an injury worse than what the last one was.
Amin, you clearly know about that Red Panda.
Oh, man, thank you.
Good job. Excellent work.
And thank you to Jessica Smetana. Again, The Echoes is the name of the podcast. You get it wherever you get
Hold on a
podcasts.
minute.
What?
Chris went back there and gave $20 to the studio team, and now the graphic says 99 Nuggets.
What the hell is going on here?
This is ridiculous.
I told you
This
guys.
is ACC ref level of corruption.
This place is riddled with corruption, up and down. It's not just the Fuentes family. All 5 families in here, they're all corrupt. I'm sick of it.
There was $100 there. Lewis had a hundo.
A hundo?
Chris.
Damn, Chris, you could have just came to me, man. I would have done 20.
This would have been easy.
Yeah.
Is Dan here? Where'd that hundo come from?
We welcome in the one and only Stan Van Gundy. He's doing analysis for Amazon now, Amazon Prime Video. Stan, welcome to the show. And let me start right there, actually. What's been the experience like working at Amazon? Because I wonder, for someone who's doing the game broadcast, is it pretty much the same no matter what network you work at?
Well, yeah, the broadcast itself is the same, and I'm working with, some people that I've worked with before. Ian Eagle, I worked with at TNT, so I'm used to working with him. We've got directors, producers, cameramen that I have worked for, but I really have enjoyed Amazon, the entire team. I think they're very committed to making this the best project possible, both in the studio and on game broadcasts. Obviously they're a tech company, and they want to integrate more and more of that as time goes on. So I think it's going to be fantastic. And, I think it's like anything. I mean, you've worked in the NBA also, and now doing what you're doing. When you work with people who are committed to putting out a good product, it's tremendously motivating. And that's what I've experienced at the NBA on Prime so far.
Stan, I work with people right now who are committed to torturing Chris Cote. He had a challenge today, a punishment he had to do, where he had to eat 99 nuggets in the span of the show today. We have about less than 40 minutes to go in the show. He's at 66. Do you have any words of wisdom that you can share with young
I'm struggling,
Chris Cote?
Stan.
I don't think you're struggling. I think you've got this with no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think that this was a gimme. I would have.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have been betting on you all the way.
Would you go sauce or no sauce on the nuggets?
Oh, no sauce.
Really?
Yeah, you just don't need the you don't need the extra calories. I mean, you're looking for every bit of space you can get.
Chris, how do you feel?
I'm feeling like
Coach said he believes in you.
I feel like I did it though. 66. Pick up sticks. We're done here.
Can we get you to at least get to 70? Like 70.
70's right.
4 more nuggets, man.
Chris, you can get to 100. Come on, man.
Stan. Wow. I appreciate the support.
Way to coach him up.
I like it.
70's a good. All right, I'll try for you.
All right.
Coach, good to see you. Hope you're well. What's your read on this entire Ja Morant situation? How do you see this thing playing out?
I have no idea. We've seen this so many times in so many sports, right? I mean, you get a star player who's clearly not happy about where he is. The thing that I think, Mike, more than anything is it's just really a shame because this guy was one of the true stars, still is, playing in the league. But, I mean, he was a guy that everybody was excited about. And over the last 3 years, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, it's been one problem after another. And I think it's a shame. This guy was one of the bright, shining young stars of the NBA. And now it's just become a sideshow.
Hey, Coach, how much responsibility, if any, does Tomas Isalo have during this situation? Like, what is he supposed to do right now? He's been the coach for 8 games. Clearly, he's changing or wants to change the way the team plays, and his star player is making a mess of the situation. Like, what's he supposed to do?
Well, look, I mean, I have no idea what happened going into this. What you read says that last year, Tomas Isalo was brought in to, while Taylor Jenkins was still there, to change the offense, and Ja Morant didn't like the change of that offense. Now, how much they talked to him, explained what they were doing, I have no idea. But you're always going to have conflicts. I mean, that's just the way it is. You're going to have conflicts, and how you handle them is in large part going to determine the success of what goes on. I don't care where you are. There's nothing that is smooth and easy. I mean, you look at the Golden State Warriors, the dynasty of this era in the NBA, and there's great cohesion between Steve Kerr and, say, Draymond Green, but there have been a lot of bumps along the way. It's always going to be there. That's just the nature of highly successful people with big egos. And I don't say that as a negative. I don't look at big egos as a negative, but you have highly successful people with big egos who think they know best working together. There's going to be conflict, and you've got to learn to get through that conflict. So hopefully Memphis will be able to figure that out. Hopefully Ja Morant and Tomas Isalo will get on the same page, but it's just not easy.
Coach, one of the things that seems like the new wave around the league is these decentralized offenses that de-emphasize pick and rolls and ISOs and try to get more motion going. Miami's having great success with it, but Also, you look at the Knicks. You look at Chicago, Memphis to some extent. They're all kind of experimenting in this space. Why do you think traditionally we haven't had a lot of those types of offenses in the NBA?
Well, I think what's happened more than anything is the pace of the game has picked up so much that the coaches are teaching more concepts, principles offensively than running set plays and things like that. And so I think that's been the biggest thing. Now everybody, when they need a bucket, is still going to their stuff, their people, and trying to have more control over who's going to have the ball in their hands. But in general, we're just letting guys play. I think that the positive of that is that more people are involved offensively, which I think players enjoy. I think the downside of it is if you're a team that doesn't have a great depth of quality players, you can get yourself into trouble. You probably want to be back more where you're keeping the ball in the hands of the guys who can make plays. And so I think some of these teams trying to play that style with rosters who aren't good across the board end up looking worse than maybe they should.
Stan, even though it's just 7 games, what the Heat are doing right now, the scoring, how fast they're playing, it's a style of play we're not used to seeing them play here. Like I said, it's only 7 games, but have we seen enough to think that this is sustainable and they're going to be able to have success like this?
Yeah, I think so. Now, it depends on how you're going to define success. This is still not a championship level roster. I think what it is like it is every year, in my opinion, with Eric Spoelstra, is he's always going to find a way to maximize the talent he has on hand. And we've seen teams across his head coaching career play very, very different styles based on who he has had. And he's done it again. This is not a guy whose teams look the same year after year after year. He looks at his roster. He tries to figure out how to maximize it, and they have really tried to up-tempo this thing this year. And it's going to be really, really interesting to watch. I think it's sustainable because, especially at the offensive end, what they've done so far has been done without arguably their best offensive player in Tyler Hero. So I think when he comes back, it certainly makes it more sustainable. And I just love watching. Look, I'm biased because I worked with Eric for a long time, but I think even unbiased people, more neutral people, would tend to agree. I think it's always interesting watching Eric's teams and the way that he finds a way to maximize that talent.
Is anyone off to a slow start that you're especially surprised to see?
Well, I mean, there's always early in the year. Look, I think neither New York or Cleveland are off to great starts. Orlando, I thought was a team really on the rise, and I still do. I mean, we're just early, but they took another loss last night and are at 3-5. In the East, I think those teams, Minnesota in the West, has not been off to a good start. Now Anthony Edwards is hurt. I guess those would probably be the biggest surprises to me, but I wouldn't say nothing that happens in the first 8 games of the year is a surprise. Amin's been around it. I would be interested in his input on it. I got asked the other night on our broadcast by Ian Eagle how far into a season before you think you have a pretty good handle on who teams are, and I think 20 games. I think you've got to be a quarter of the way into the year. And even then, that's only if your team has been reasonably healthy before you know what you have. So 8 games into the year, I don't think a lot is really shocking. We'll just have to see how things play out.
Absolutely, Coach. I always like to remind people, 8 games into the year, this is like a game and a half into the NFL season. So if you were at halftime of game 2 of the NFL season, oh, everything's awful, everyone will call you overreacting there. It's the same thing for us at this point. 20 games is the same thing I've always gone with as far as feeling like you got a feel for a team.
Yeah, I totally agree. It takes time. And to be honest, I mean, I think it takes coaches that long to really know what they have. So we were just talking about Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra, like, he's going to go into the season with this plan and style of play, as all these coaches are, but there's always going to be tinkering. Now, he's not going to go back to walking the ball up the floor. That I would bet on. But there's always tinkering because you as a coach need time to figure out who your team is. Oklahoma City probably does not, and they know who they are. But a lot of these teams, you need time to figure out if what your plan was, if what you thought you had will actually materialize on the court. So we will see these teams change as the season develops. And I always think that's one of the most interesting things to watch, at least from a coaching standpoint for me, is the adjustments guys make as time goes on.
Coach, the Sixers are in a weird place because they have two windows that are open, right? They've got the young core that looks really good, but they also have PG and Joel Embiid, who doesn't look really good. Where do you see the Sixers this year?
That's a great question. We just had their game last Friday, and I think it's really interesting, especially in the PG part of it. Like Joel Embiid, you're going to just keep hoping his health comes around and that he can be a huge part of what you do. But the problem with the Paul George situation is, number one, I don't know where Paul is as a player at this point. As you get older, and especially when you're coming out a lot of the injuries, I don't know where he ranks as a player. What we do know is whatever minutes Paul George gets are going to take minutes from some of those really good young players, because let's remember, they've still got Jared McCain too. So you've got Maxey, Edgecombe, Jared McCain, Kelly Oubre's playing the best basketball of his career. I mean, where are the minutes for all of these guys? And does Paul George getting 30, 32 minutes a night help you or hurt you in both the short term and the long term? Those will be decisions that Daryl Morey and Nick Nurse are going to have to figure out as time goes on. Do you move on from a guy like Paul George, see what you can get for him? Or do you think you've got a team that can contend in the East? I said going into the year, Philly was the biggest wild card in the NBA. A lottery team from last year, but with the talent they have, and Edgecombe early on has been even better than I expected. I mean, this team could be as good as any team in the East. I mean, if you just match up their roster right down the line, why would they not be able to compete with Cleveland and New York that people expect to be at the top? Now, the probability is they don't stay healthy. I mean, let's face it, that's just been the history of these guys. But if they are, they're as good as anyone in the East.
Coach, offensive rebounding is on the rise all across the league, and it's led by none other than the Houston Rockets, who've been playing this massive lineup with Thompson at the point and Durant and Şengün, and a two-big lineup with Şengün and Adams, although they started Josh Okogie the other night. How sustainable do you think that is, just playing big and just beating people up on the glass?
Yeah, look, I mean, first of all, they got a little bit more go-to, not a little bit, a lot more go-to offense with Durant.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't have any doubt that it's sustainable. Now, do I think they're going to rebound 40% of their misses the entire year like they're doing now? That might not be sustainable, but they're going to be right at the top of that. I think the thing that I question whether it's sustainable is whether they can have the most efficient offense in the league, which they have right now, playing essentially without a point guard. Look, I've been really impressed with Amin Thompson and what he's done. But over the course of the year, are they going to be able to sustain that level of efficiency? I think people are going to pressure them more and more. Turnovers have already been a problem. That could continue to be one. And defensively, quite honestly, they're just not as good. Ime Udoka's doing a great job. They're playing a lot more zone even than they did last year. He did go away from the two big lineup as a starting lineup. He didn't like it the first couple of games. He put Steven Adams back on the bench, but he plays a lot of time with Şengün with Adams and even Şengün with Clint Capella. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them in person. We have their game Friday night in San Antonio, which I think is a real interesting game. San Antonio being one of the early season surprises. So I think Houston's a team. Look, we can talk about all the contenders in the West, and this is, at least at the start of the year, has been what I've expected. There's a lot of really good teams in the West. It's going to be a huge battle, and there's no one right now who's shown me that they're ready to challenge Oklahoma City.
Stan, how ridiculous is Wembanyama?
Wow. I mean, we've never seen anyone like Victor Wembanyama. First of all, there's just not very many people at his size that have ever played. I mean, in a league full of big people for a long time, there's very few people at his size. And then when you add in the skill, it's incredible. And I like a couple of things on what they've done with him. I think Mitch Johnson's done a very, very good job. And I think Wembanyama's made some good adjustments. He's taken far fewer threes, fewer than half as many threes as he took last year. And look, he's not a bad three-point shooter. And so you certainly want that element in his game. But I just know if you're coaching against him, every time the 7'5" guy plays at 24 feet, 25 feet from the basket, I'm happy. Because when he's around the rim at either end of the floor, there's nothing you can do with him. And he's around the rim a lot more. And what Mitch Johnson has done is when they get to their half-court offense, and they're one of the slowest paced teams in the league, is they're playing him at the elbow a lot, which means he can get to the rim easily in one dribble, but he's not starting behind the line. Most of the teams now, you see those centers starting out high behind the three-point line. He does some of that, but in large part in their half-court offense, he's down at the elbow. So he's not in the position starting out initially to just catch and shoot the three. He's thinking attack the rim. That has really helped him, and that's just the offensive end of the floor. Defensively, he's dominant. In a strange sort of way, though, their defense is going to have to get better. I think they lean on him a little too much. I'm not talking about the coaching staff. I'm talking about the players. They lean on him a little too much, and I don't think they take enough responsibility individually on the perimeter guarding the ball because they just count on him to clean everything up. I think they're going to have to get better in that area.
Did you like how the Suns try to approach it? I think they had a guy at the nail at all times, and then as soon as the help would come from the post feed, the guy at the nail would rotate over, and then the guy on the weak side, and they just kept going in a circle. And it seemed to really stymie Wembanyama a little bit in terms of just not knowing where the help was coming from.
Yeah, a little bit. I thought actually that it was great defensive strategy by Phoenix because you have to center your strategy on Wembanyama. And I think two things, though. I think number one, with all the rotating Phoenix was going to do, I'm not sure there's that many teams right now that will play as hard consistently as Phoenix does. Jordan Ott's done a great job instilling that. They've only won 3 games, but look, that team plays exceptionally hard. I mean, I think a lot of teams, if you same strategy with not that level of intensity and effort, you're not going to get the job done. Your rotations are going to be too late. And then the second thing is, I thought Wembanyama made really good decisions. I don't think he forced the issue. I thought he found the right people. Let's remember right now, San Antonio is really banged up. They're out a lot of people. They lost Dylan Harper in that game for a while. They haven't had Fox. They haven't had Sohan. They haven't had Kelly Olynyk. They're down a lot of people, and they didn't shoot the ball well that game. I actually thought they handled it pretty well, but you got to make shots. But that's exactly how I would approach San Antonio. You got to try to take Wembanyama out and make some of those other people beat you. It was a great job by the Suns.
Quick update for everybody. Chris has disappeared. He's been gone for a while.
69 Nuggets. He needs
one more to
to
hit 70.
pass our sniff test.
But I've been watching the cameras on the monitors, and they show us all the different shots of the office, and I haven't seen him anywhere. Does anybody know where Chris Cote is? Is he alive?
I think we all know where he is. We just, I don't know which bathroom he's in, but he's in one of them.
Zagacki. Yeah. Stan nailed it. I just got an update in the chat.
Oh,
you got that chat?
In that chat. Just for a guest pass. I got a little tired of the chat, but I got added in today to see what this did to our boy. He's presently hovering over the porcelain god.
Yeah, you don't want that sniff test.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would think that would have been a pretty easy one to predict.
But do we feel that the evacuation now opens the door back up for the 99?
99? Well,
absolutely.
Great question. That's Stan. That's the ruling on the field, right?
Absolutely. It's created space. That's what you need. You need space. And he's created this. He's creating the space as we speak. Look, this may have been planned by Chris. He's a smart guy. This might have been all part of the strategy right here, to fill up, get 69 of them down. All right, I don't have any more space. I got to create space. And then we're on to the next 30.
Stan, we know you love baseball. Did you enjoy that World Series?
Not just the World Series, the entire baseball playoffs. I can't remember a better year in my entire life. I mean, incredible extra inning games. The Dodgers brought back starting pitching. Who knew? Who knew that starters could go more than 4 innings in a postseason game? And we just had great baseball all along the way. I mean, the drama of the baseball playoffs was beyond anything I had ever seen. I'm sorry it's over. It's one of those you didn't want to end. And what a fitting way to end it. Game 7. 11 innings. Miguel Rojas, of all people, sending the thing to extra innings. I mean, it was just unbelievable. Like, I loved every minute of it, and I hated any time I couldn't see one of the games on TV. He's back!
Oh, there he is. Wow. He's stumbling in now. Chris, how'd it go? A little thumbs up.
Thumbs up from Chris. He looks sweaty, but he looks relieved. There's a pep in his step, dare I say. Chris, look at it. So, Chris, we were talking about this. Now that you've created some cap space,
how'd you know?
Well, Stan assumed.
Stan called it, actually.
Yes.
And then Mike
SVT
confirmed.
was all over it.
Via the chat.
But as you know, this is a game of real estate acquisition.
Yeah. You got some cap space now, so you going to go out from some whales? Can we get to 99?
I feel a lot better about this last one than I did 5 minutes ago.
No.
We got to get to 99.
Yeah,
99.
I think
I think we're out.
I think you're lying.
I think people thought I was
There's
stopping.
a 30 count of grilled nuggets out there that I can get you.
Yeah, the grilled ones.
Hey, you know what, Tony? Go get the grilled nuggets.
Sure.
Yeah,
Chris,
that's just not happening.
Come on, man.
What?
No, Chris, listen.
What, Stan?
I'm with you, Chris. I'm with you taste-wise. The grilled ones don't match up, but space-wise and your ability to eat a lot of them, I think grilled's the way to go now.
Thanks, Stan.
That's coaching, man.
You just got coached up by one of the best.
A1 coaching.
I need your support.
And I have it.
Stan, Springer was safe at the plate, wasn't he?
No,
You know what? That wasn't. What a great. No, I think they had him. And listen, as we know from all these replays, you need conclusive evidence.
And they had it.
They didn't.
And the call in the field. I don't think they did.
Thank you.
I don't think
Thank
they
you,
had
Stan.
conclusive evidence.
Thank you.
No, he's saying I don't think they had conclusive evidence
to overturn
it.
Yeah.
And what we're saying is they'd be closer to having conclusive evidence to confirm it.
There was no
than
conclusive
any
evidence.
sort of evidence that would tell you it wasn't the right
You guys
call.
don't understand 3 dimensions. That's all.
No, well, I'm with you. I thought he was out. A lot of people thought he was safe, and I get that. Whatever call was made on the field was going to stand. There was no way they were going to have enough conclusive evidence to overturn whichever way the call was made. What was amazing on that play to me was I thought Rojas was going to fall down.
Yeah.
And to get up and make that play after hitting the home run, it's one of the things about baseball to me that makes it such a great game to watch and dramatic moments is because you have a line, like literally everybody's part of it. Everybody plays. Like, it's not like basketball where I can go stand a guy in each corner and Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, whoever make all the actual plays. Baseball, I don't care. You're the biggest star in the game. You're Shohei Ohtani. You hit once out of every 9 times. You don't have any control over where the other team hits the ball. Anybody could have to make a play. And so you get more probably unexpected, unlikely heroes than you do in any other game.
Coach, you sound more excited to talk about baseball than even basketball. And I'm wondering now, with the new world of baseball where so much of everything is dictated by, the front office and numbers, you have the leadership skills. Do you think you could be an MLB manager, and should we be trying to find you a spot in the big leagues?
You know what? I would absolutely love that, but no, I don't know enough at all. I'm a fan, period.
How about single A? Stan, if I thought we could do single A.
Texas League.
Get to Jupiter.
When my friend Freddie Gonzalez got the Marlins job years ago, I angled hard to be the bullpen coach.
Wow.
He said, but you don't know anything about pitching. And I said, no, but I can answer the phone and I can ask the guy if he's ready. And he says he is, and I even offered to make like the dinner reservations at night. But inexplicably, Freddie decided to go with someone who actually knew baseball and knew pitching. I didn't understand it, but that was I thought my best shot at breaking into the major leagues.
I just love the idea of Stan answering the call. You ready? Yeah, he could go.
In a baseball uniform.
In a baseball
Stan, I know you've imagined what your pitching change would be like when you walk out. Are you tapping the right wrist? Are you just holding up the right arm? What would be your pitching change?
You know what? I hadn't thought of that, but that's a good question.
I think I'm a wrist tapper.
Yeah.
I'm tapping the wrist.
I think the wrist tap is more dramatic.
Sometimes they try to be cute with it and just throw up the right hand. No, I'm tapping that wrist.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I hadn't thought about it, but I'd go with you on that one.
There's also the finger point. There's also just the simple, 2 fingers out. So you don't need the wrist tap.
Yeah.
You don't need hey, I'm throwing. You just need the, hey.
Yeah,
well, especially if you've only got one guy warming up.
Right.
Because then
That's
you
true.
know who's coming in.
Exactly.
Now, Stan, if you were the bullpen coach and there's a fight, when the bench is clear, the bullpen, the relief pitchers, they all run from the outfield. Would you run with them?
I don't run. I might walk with them. I don't run. I love what John Smoltz said on the broadcast. He said it was one of the most senseless things in the sport when the bullpens
it's my favorite.
Come in.
I love it.
I just take
by
a couple.
By the time they get there, it's over.
You take a couple steps out of the bullpen. Just let them know that they have your support. Just a couple steps out of the bullpen.
Stay strong.
Come on. Have we ever seen? I'm sure we have at some point, but I've never seen a guy from the bullpen come in and actually get in the middle of a fight and do anything. I mean, they all come running in because it's one of those old-time unwritten baseball rules that, hey, if there's something, everybody's got to come in. But, in this day and age, nothing happens, and those guys just end up getting a little running in.
I need your support.
You get a little Jeff Teague action where it's like, I'm running out there, but I don't really want to be there.
Hey, we see that in the NBA all the time. I always say there's the guys who they wait to do all their talking until their teammates are in the middle holding them back. Then they're brave as heck. But they're always walking backwards while they're talking. They're always walking backwards. There's a few guys, I will say, like the Morris brothers, Those guys are taking a step forward. I had Marcus for a while. Marcus wanted it. Like, you want to go? Let's go. There were guys. Quentin Richardson was never really looking to start anything, but he was not a guy backing up either. Keith Askins, never a guy backing up. Like, if you want to go, I'm more than willing to go. But there aren't many of those guys. Most of them want to talk tough, and they don't want any part of it, nor should they, to be honest. It's just not worth it for what it costs your team. So I'm not being negative about it. I'm just saying there's a lot of posturing with guys who really don't have any intention of fighting.
Here we go, Stan. Number 70.
Down the hatch.
Chris Cote.
You got it. You got it easy, Chris.
I hated about 80% of this. First 20%, we were cooking. Hated the last
80%? No.
The last 2 hours I've hated. The first hour, the first 24, popped them like
28 those
like
first 36
Skittles.
minutes.
I ate them like Skittles in the first hour.
Well, here's the thing. We got to go. You guys got to run a poll. You got to get the over-under on after this experience.
Oh, boy.
When Chris will eat nuggets again in his life. How long will it take before he can have another nugget? What's the over-under on it?
I actually used that as it made me feel better because last night my wife and my mom were texting me and telling me hey, no, this is not safe. I don't want you doing this. And I said, I actually think in the next year, this will be one of my lowest overall nugget years because I'm just not going to eat them again for 2 years. Whereas if I would have done 8 per week, let's do that
a low
math.
cumulative score.
Yeah. Low aggregate nugget year.
Exactly.
Here we go. Number 70.
Number 70, down the hatch.
Yep, there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Good for you.
That's a C, ladies and gentlemen. That is a C student.
You got through it.
Good for you.
Happy to have a C.
The Widowmaker would be proud.
Walking out with that report card held high.
Stan, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Stan.
We appreciate
Absolutely, guys. Always great to talk to you.
Love you, Stan.
Okay. Bye, guys.
You didn't get one back. Sucks when that happens.
Love you. Okay.
Zaz has been doing that to
Zaz,
people in the
what's up
office
with
too,
that,
man. Yeah.
What do you mean?
People say they love you, and you ain't saying I love you back.
You say all right.
Yeah, all right.
You think you're a player?
I mean, you think I just hand out "I love yous" like candy?
Is there anyone in this office you do love?
My love is no joke.
Thanks for answering the question.
The question is...
I think I did answer the question.
What about Dan?
Let's go to the useless sound montage every week. Bunch of crap comes out of the speakers. Let's go.
There, that's my guy right there.
That's the National Football League, man. You get one shot about every 7 days.
It's a funny league. You don't apologize for winning in this league. It's too hard week in and week out, especially on the road.
They had a great plan, and they have great players, and they made a lot of plays today.
This isn't a game where we're discouraged.
Got to find a way to move the chains on third down and maintain possessions, and we got to find a way to get off the grass. It was part of the keys to victory today.
It was attitude, it was aggression and violence at the end of it.
We did everything we needed to do to lose that game.
He called his number.
We still in it. We still got a lot of games to go.
I like the way the guys absorbed it, smiled in the face of it, and prepared and waited for the next opportunity.
I about blew a hamstring out.
We'll put a positive spin on that. How's that for you, Gary? Don't ask me about the field goal operation.
The bottom line is you have to cross your T's and dot your I's in the National Football League, or you get made pay. So
we've had great moments, we've had bad moments.
And everybody's been trying to get us to lose confidence in him. I know that for sure. And we have never lost confidence in him.
Just comes down to the fundamentals and basics of football.
When you don't play well in all 3 phases, that falls on the head coach. That's me.
Whenever I'm clapping, that means I want the ball.
I think it was obvious in the first half that our team could play.
Here's what I know is he threw some touchdowns. He didn't throw any interceptions. He was throwing up all night.
He functioned so well, and he anticipated. He operated quickly.
You stand there, you preach it, you talk it, and it freaking happens to us, and you get hit square in the face.
It's a fine line between drinking wine and squashing grapes in this business.
End of the half, we take a nap.
I think really the last 2 weeks has been a good example of, a lot of our practice preparation, practice performance equaling game reality.
$1 million question there.
I got to clean some stuff up.
We're off a little bit here on this play. We're off a little bit there on that play.
A good enjoyment for the appropriate urgency and that balance of enjoying it.
Unbelievable finish, and it took all 3 phases.
Isaac Seumalo's got a pack.
With the Ravens fans, it maybe got a little muffled.
I like the fact that we're getting better.
If you are winning football but not scoring points and turning it over, and eventually it's hard to just beat teams for 4 quarters.
This guy got on the moving train, man, and played a lot of defense for us today.
Pretty heartfelt conversation in there after the game, and after that conversation, I feel like guys are going to go away. They're going to do what they need to do, but when we come back on Monday, we're ready to work.
French toast, please. Every time he talks, that's all I hear. Shout out to Tomlin. That's a great one, huh? There's a fine line between drinking wine and squashing grapes.
It's true.
That's a bar.
In this league, there's a fine difference between that.
He's been around for a long time. We haven't heard that cliche yet.
Yeah. That's a new one.
Can teach an old dog new tricks.
New material, man.
I'm really hopeful we get to hear that the next 7 weeks.
He just keeps bringing it up.
That's how he rolls.
So sometimes you get these old cliches, and everyone thinks, "Oh, I know what that means," and then you hear someone talk, and you realize, I don't think they know what this means.
You mean like the gray line earlier that Chris Cote espoused?
I was talking about a gray area and a blurred line, and I said a gray line.
20 milligrams.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, and yes, PEDs over here.
You proud of yourself?
I feel like I got a good show today.
So Tucker Kraft mentioned it in the weekend observations the other day. It came out. He tore his ACL. He's out for the year, right? ACL, it's a bummer. It's not the end of the world, right?
It's a bummer because I like watching him play.
Yeah.
They don't have a good replacement for him.
Not the end of the world, meaning like he's not going to die.
Yeah, and he'll play again.
I'm okay. I'm a little sad I don't get to watch him.
Like, is that someone
right.
you would say prayers up to?
Yeah.
For an injury, for the recovery.
Yeah. If I have the option to give prayers up or not, I'll say prayers up.
Here's something that you wouldn't probably say about Tucker Kraft from his teammate.
Just on, one of our captains or even just your worst enemy. I don't wish that on any man. And, Tucker is in a better place. But, again, you just got to... Next question, please.
He had nothing at the end.
Do you think he realized what he'd done, and that's why he said next question?
Can we leave open to interpretation the fact that maybe he was told Tucker died?
Sure. Juju, can you put it on the poll, please? Can you say someone's in a better place if they haven't actually died?
Like, what would be the place that you would say, yeah, he's in a better place?
Malibu.
Billy.
I actually heard from him recently, so I know he's not.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is he in a better place?
I don't know.
Do you think anyone's ever died and then when someone was talking about it, they said he's in a much worse place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Were you not watching some of the takes flying yesterday on social media, given the former vice president?
What did I say?
Just my gimmick.
Prayers up. Heaven gained an angel.
That's the opposite. What's the opposite of that?
Hell gained a demon? Is that?
Yeah.
We're doing complete opposite.
Easy. He was a believer.
He said he's in a better. What do you think he thought that meant? That's
Maybe
like
he was in football cliche mode, and he didn't have the right cliche for when someone just tore an ACL.
He's got to mean
and
that
is
like
alive.
he was really upset and now he's doing better.
He's in a better place to be.
like
The tell was like, next question.
The tell actually is when he's about to say what he's about to say, which is a better place. He kind of like licks his lips, but it's very dry. It's like a dry thing. He's like, I got nothing here. Where am I gonna go?
He got caught in the air.
If we
It's one
replay
of
it,
those-
you'll hear it.
Yeah, do that again, and then just imagine someone going, "How's Dan?" afterwards.
he's in a better place. California. Oh my gosh, what a show we've had.
Speaking of
today.
California, Tony, who's your favorite OC?
Yo, you know about the show, The OC? I love that show.
Good show, Adam Brody.
Phantom Planet. Great. You know who's the drummer in that band?
Is that the OC?
Jason Schwartzman.
Really?
That's it. California, here we come. That's the OC.
Yeah,
right?
Phantom Planet.
Number one.
California, here we come. Right back where we started from.
You know about
Pretty
Misha
good
Barton?
limited fake.
Misha Barton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was a big fan. Except for when she puked under the table in The Sixth Sense. That scared me.
That's right.
It scared me.
You know, I knew about The Sixth Sense. 10 minutes into the movie, I was like, Bruce Willis is dead.
I don't believe it.
I know
that
you only
guy.
watch.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Jeez.
I know you only watch poorly rated movies, but you see the Kim Kardashian Ryan Murphy show has a 0 on Rotten
I
Tomatoes.
saw it's getting terrible.
I've seen some clips, and I'm
She's
like,
a lawyer?
I might be in.
She's like the head of the firm.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
that's right. Glenn Close is supporting Kim Kardashian.
God damn it, man.
File. That's horse.
Chris, how do you feel?
Like shit. I feel like shit.
Against the spread.
Against the Spread is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, give me that spread.
I've been talking about this Iowa-Oregon game all week long. Now, I locked in at 6.5. It's now down to 4.5. Don't like it as much, but you know what? We still put a little sprinkle on the money line on the Hawkeyes. I like Iowa here. Against the spread.
How's he still eating?
Tony.
Eating a massive pizza. It's the biggest pizza I've ever seen in my life.
Here, I'm going to close the box. What are you talking about?
Okay.
This thing's small.
Man, you're like disgusting today.
All right, tonight in the association, a fun game out in Denver. Heat and Nuggets.
Hell yeah.
Very exciting game. You going to stay up for that game? You see everything. When you stay up for that game or not?
I do see everything. 9 o'clock start.
9:30, I think.
I think it's 9. You're trying to get me to tune in late. That's not going to work. That means the game would end at 11:30. I think I'm going to stay up. I think I got it in me.
I feel like
It's
Hey, yo. Okay, I'm going to take your Miami Heat plus 9.5 up in Denver.
hell yeah.
Altitude.
I know it's going to be a lot. I know they've been having a lot of late games. I know that they've been playing a lot of good games.
the biggest box of pizza.
But I trust in Spo. I trust in the Heat. Give me the plus 9.
Get one of those.
That's against the spread.
This one?
More Nuggets tonight, huh?
Brought to you by DraftKings.
So over Nuggets.
Crown is yours.
Hey, give me that spread.
Hey, Juju. What's up, man? How surprised are you that Chris Cote either A, didn't get to 99 or did get to 70?
70 is
70's
What's more
pretty
impressive?
good.
Bruh, I'm kind of surprised my boy didn't scarf down 250 because we all got an imagination when we are, you know what I mean, intoxicated or having a great night. Man, I bet you I could do that. And I thought my boy could do more than 70. Ain't gonna lie.
Yo, have another slice of pizza, Chris. You haven't eaten in a couple minutes.
This shit is not easy, Juju. I was cooking for like the first 30, and then I was like,
It was crazy though to see you get the baked Chick-fil-A wings. That's a crazy choice. But hey, Brad.
Yeah, man. The baked, I'd rather do whatever with the. You all right there, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
That was loud.
Oh, all right. Hit the call button.
It
Sorry, dog.
didn't work.
Sorry, dog.
That second mic in the room.
Sorry, dog.
Really did you in. Yeah, look, Stan Van Gundy thought he could do more. I thought he could do more, especially after he emptied out the tank. I thought he could got at least to 80. But, you know.
I think I did well.
Juju, what caught your eye from NFL trade deadline?
Man, salute to everybody. The Buffalo Bills, my goodness gracious. Like, we believe in ourselves. A little too much for my liking. But the Jets trading Sauce away for 2 first-round picks. Bruh, I think the Jets got fleeced yet again.
What?
Like, not necessarily fleeced, but, like, what are we doing if you the Jets? Salute, I understand the move. As a matter of fact, I don't understand the move. I'm looking at Chris and I got distracted. But yeah, bro, I don't understand it because if you draft a first-round pick, what you hope that player turns into is Sauce Gardner, no matter who you draft. And we're not talking about the Indiana coach, your mom and pop's Indiana coach. Mm-hmm. These coaches are good. That draft pick might be number 27, 28. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And so I don't think that's a good trade. And on top of that, what good is some draft picks when you got idiots doing the drafting?
That's a good
They
point.
had the top draft pick. They could have had everybody they wanted, but they drafted Zach Wilson. So I don't trust them to make this move good. I don't.
I always think about that. If they're awful at drafting, does that make the deal bad? Because anyone else in the Common front office, that would be a good deal, we would say.
It's just such an easy win for the Jets front office today to be like, look what we got.
Yeah.
But it's like, you've done this before, and we've seen you screw it up. So it's like, no, this is not – the victory is not yet.
And also, newsflash, Joe Burrow ain't walking through that draft. Justin Jefferson ain't walking through that draft. You feel me? Bo Nix ain't coming through this draft. This draft class is not the one to do this for, in my opinion. Now, they may prove me wrong by drafting somebody that we don't see, but congratulations, you got some more picks. Your pick is like going to be number one. Your ass. I don't understand it. Salute to the coach, though, getting better. And little sister Ursay got to know.
Would you say the Jets are the joker of the day?
Oh yes, they most definitely they get a piece of this pie, like on the old Nickelodeon show. They get a piece of the pie. But I got two more jokers of the day. Mm-hmm. First of all, UMass football playing the game last night. They were getting drugged. I think they were getting beat like 35-2 or something like that. But one of their defensive backs got a taunting penalty and got kicked out of the game. Look at the score. Come on now.
34-10. How is he taunting?
Exactly. Sent him right where he needed to be, to the locker room. Joker of the day. Also taking a piece of that, Dylan Brooks. My goodness, my brother.
We didn't even play, did you?
Right. In street clothes, a technical foul during crunch time. They was trying to come back. The Suns, they were still down 10. His homeboy had to be like, nah, bro. He was talking to me.
That's a great teammate.
Right. The referee said no, he wasn't. Technical foul in street clothes. Joker of the day goes to you too, my brother.
Awesome. What we haven't done this today, Zaz.
What?
You guys got to do an MVP check-in.
Yes, there we go. I need the MVP update from my brother Zaslow, man, because it's been a long week since we had that last update.
To me, the MVP was Chris. I mean, come on.
Hey.
MVP of the day.
If we're talking about the MVP in the NBA so far this year, better have a conversation about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 8-0 the Oklahoma City Thunder. He had 30 last night, 30 points, 12 assists. You know about them Thunder?
I know about them Thunder.
All I'm saying is, if we're going to talk MVP, better be talking about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I heard this, I think it was on the broadcast. He's got 80 consecutive games of 20 or more points.
Yeah, 20 more, excuse me.
Isn't that at home?
No, overall.
In every game, the last 80 games, he's had more than 20
That's
points.
why we got to have a conversation about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I don't think we have to have a conversation.
He's in the conversation bar. And he's got
the biggest section.
He's got a section. He's inviting people. It's
bottle service.
Definitely. Bottle service is already.
They're bringing him stuff.
He don't even have to ask.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying we got to have a conversation.
We got to talk about Tyrese Maxey.
Okay.
Juju,
that's mine.
Who else you got in the conversation bar with us?
I mean, Victor Wembanyama, man, like his bad games are considered bad, but they're not bad games. I think he's gonna be this year's MVP.
I'm gonna talk about Pelle Larsson.
Okay.
SGA doesn't have 9 in a full game.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's a good point.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that stat line.
Mike, how's that Jaime Jaquez hot sauce?
Shout out Heat Subculture.
Yeah, Heat Subculture, my guy.
MVP of the day.
Juju, you got a top 5 list for us?
Oh yeah. that song right there, hey, we might need to put that on iTunes. I don't know. I was feeling that one. Yeah, man. With the East Coast, West Coast beef going on between YouTube,
that's still
TV,
going on, East and West Coast?
Right?
YouTube and Disney.
And Disney. It made me think because ESPN, guess what? I ain't paying for that shit. So it made me think of a top 5. I'm paying for that shit though. List.
Okay.
That's great.
Any OLIs, Juju?
No OLIs, just straight gas.
Okay, here we go. Number 5.
Number 5, Delta Comfort Plus. No matter what, bro. I'm paying for that shit because I'm 6'2" and 235 now. Them seats don't hit the same when we need that shoulder armrest, and then you got some brother sitting next to you in the middle.
Same,
dude. Think he gonna take the armrest because he's in the middle. My body don't work like that. I need the Comfort Plus.
I'll tell you, man, I don't have a problem. I think the middle person deserves the armrest, but here's my issue. You getting the armrest does not mean that your elbow and your shoulder is on my side. You know
There
what I'm
we go.
saying?
No.
That's
Yes,
the
sir.
part that
Can't
bothers
break the plane.
me.
You can't break the plane.
Right. That's the part that bothers me.
But you need both arm
Preach.
wraps. Come on.
You do,
Yeah, you
but
can
like,
have-
but you don't break the
Yeah,
plane.
you have an
Yeah.
invisible line,
Yeah.
like the technology that you're looking for on the replay at home plate.
Exactly. 3-dimensional.
Yeah, Zaz hit it right on the head. You can have the armrest, bro, but I still
Yeah.
need my space, big
Come on.
brother.
Come on, son.
Number 4.
Number 4, if I'm at the fast food spot and I want the sandwich and I want the fries, go ahead and make it a combo, man. I'm paying.
Gotta get that drink. Love that.
I mean, the
Right.
drink is free at that point. That's all
Right,
that's happening.
basically.
You add the fries
water.
and the sandwich, the drink is free. Number 3, Juju.
Mhm. Number 3, commercial-free Hulu. I'm paying for that shit.
You lost me there, brother. I will watch all the ads as long as I get my free Hulu along with my Spotify Premium that I had that deal for like
Old
10
ass
years.
man.
now.
10
Oh,
years,
my-
be like 20
oh,
now.
I'm grandfathered in for life. I'm never,
Legacy.
That's
I'll
one way
watch,
to. That's one way to stick it to Disney.
yeah, watch all them ads. Paying Spotify.
Right. Number 2, Uber Eats priority.
Oh no, that's a racket. You know, if they actually were faster, I'd pay for it. But then I look at it, it's like 5 minutes. It's like usually it's 15 to 25. Now we'll make it 10 to 20. I'm
And
like,
there's no
Juju's
guarantee.
right here. No, Juju's right.
Nah,
100%.
I don't know how it is where you're at, but priority means it goes straight to your house.
That's right.
And
There we go.
I need to have the piping hot food. I can't.
Yeah.
I get so mad when I say, why are you taking my food to somebody else's house? No, it's just gonna get cold there.
I had
Can't
one
have
of
that.
them robot deliveries the other day. Terrible. Got distracted by construction about 17 times. Awful.
Right.
You ever see the Uber drivers going somewhere else first before
So
your house?
annoying, dude.
And then you
That's
send them
the
a
one.
message, goes, where are you going?
Yeah, I've done it.
I've done that.
That's the worst fear, the worst message to get. Your driver is on the way, but she has a few stops along
This
the way.
mysterious stop. I've paid priority. Why did you make a left there? Why have you been stopped in that one spot for 4 minutes?
So I'm saying.
And the number one thing that I am paying for, no matter what, YouTube TV.
Wow.
West Side.
You picked a side.
But the Saturday slate of football games is so sad without the ABC games.
Wow, Juju. Update us on the polls real quick.
Yes, sir. We had one poll earlier today that I refused to put up because if things go bad, that would be a terrible poll to have.
I agree with that.
Jeremy was the one that suggested it. Now he's like, what polls are you talking about?
I forgot about it, but I stand behind it. That was a good poll, and I'd like to know how people felt.
Well, the poll was, I'll say it out loud. The poll was, who is going to die today, Chris or Greg?
More likely to die
likely.
today, because neither of them has to.
We don't need to put the root on my
Still
blood.
no word.
All right.
Right.
Wow,
So
still
the
no word.
first and
Ominous.
last first and last poll. Can you say that someone is in a better place if they haven't died? 51% of the audience says no, you cannot. And that's your
49% of
poll.
y'all walking away.
Morbid polls today.
Closer.
Thanks a lot, Juju. It's pizza
Yes,
time
sir.
for us.
Ooh, pizza.
Cowabunga, dude.
Pizza time, pizza time.
I'm coming again, Elizabeth. Oh, Lord.